Well, Brendan, it's Wednesday.
We're back.
And
we're back.
I want to thank you for promoting my Never Grow Up. Well, we sold 1 million copies. Yeah.
1 million. You know what's weird is it's not on Hulu.
It's not on Hulu till December 3rd.
And I got so much shit for that.
I know,
man.
so did I.
It's not on Hulu, and people are like, bro, you guys released this 2 years ago. I never said it was a new special.
No, well, now this is the visual audio. And we've edited it up. We've what's called. We spiced it up a little bit.
We should have called it the mishandled 1 hour special.
We spiced it up a little bit. It's on. We
should have called it. Don't release a special like this 1 hour.
Well, or we should have called it. Yeah. I took a flat hand to all the people involved, my agents, everybody else, and I slapped them about the face, ears, and buttocks. So it's all.
What can
good.
you do?
Not much.
People will find it.
Have you ever been slapped by a girl in the face? When you're in an argument?
God, not really.
No, I have.
Fucking hurts.
I've been slapped super hard in my fucking face.
Really?
Uh-huh.
It stings, right?
Yes.
It's fucking stings.
It hurts.
I've been slapped on Instagram before, Twitter, where people have dropped some knowledge on you, like,
oh yeah.
Right.
That's
Dude, so how about last night? I was talking on my show how, you know how when people always post like, pray for Vegas, pray for New Orleans, pray for Paris, pray for San Bernardino, pray for Sandy Hook, all that. I'm like, you're not doing anything. You're actually not doing anything. When you post that stuff, you're not doing anything. Well, it's
religious. I mean, I do think that there's something comforting to people who suffered that people are praying and thinking about you.
I get it, B, but it's actually not doing much. Like you're not helping the situation. Like maybe if you're religious, you can say the prayers are helping, but I'm saying you're physically not doing anything. So maybe you can donate blood. There's things you can actually do to make a difference. If you're there,
I know what you're saying.
or if you have you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you posting
helping. There's that saying.
It also becomes the cool thing to do.
Yeah,
celebrities do it.
You don't
your
quite buy
it.
Yes, and I understand what you mean by that.
Because I was getting shit because people are like, you never post those things, like pray for Vegas. So then yesterday I was like, no, I'm going to do a GoFund. Like I'll donate money to GoFundMe.
Yeah.
It's the thing to do.
Sure.
They need to meet a requirement of 10 million.
Yep.
They're at, or I think 8
million.
You gave 10.
You gave $1,000.
I gave a grand. Yeah,
it's a lot of money.
It's a lot
of money. That's a lot.
It's better than nothing, dude. I posted that trying to in hope to inspire people else to do the same.
Yeah.
I've never seen so much hate on any post ever.
Why?
Baffles me.
Yeah, I think that.
Isn't that weird?
I think pray so sometimes things are without explanation or they bring you to your knees, right? Sometimes all you can do is pray because the world is so fucked up, right? So it's like I remember when the towers were coming down, I'll never forget it. I was on the phone with Patty Jenkins and the second tower came down. And I looked down at my hands. I'm not a religious person, but my hands were in a prayer position because that's all I could do. Like I found myself grasping my hands and I thought to myself, this is very interesting that I'm kind of like, so there is that feeling, but I definitely think that you make a point, which is that there are a lot of people that say that, like when Muhammad Ali died and all these people have never watched boxing or anything, they posted the great Muhammad Ali. I'm like, listen, man.
It becomes these trends.
It becomes a meme that people subscribe to. Yeah, that's right.
It's all these trends like J.J. Watt when there's the huge disaster in Houston with the hurricane.
Raised a lot of money, yeah.
He didn't post pray for Houston. He put let's raise money to make a difference.
Yeah, yeah.
But there's like this following this sheep-like culture where we just post these things.
Well, you feel like you have to do something. I know what you're saying.
But it's very strange that donating money.
Why?
I don't know. Isn't that strange?
You got in trouble. You got shit for giving money. I mean, that's really weird to me, man. Anyway, it's a very interesting, and we're going to get into. Part of my dropping knowledge, and we can get into it before that, is how sensitive people are. You can't even talk about guns. You can. It's so religious that when you even bring up the idea that there could be a discussion around weapons of war that can kill lots of people. Like so the argument for a lot of people is like it's not the gun, it's not the gun, it's the person behind the gun.
Yeah, they say we don't have.
It's kind of like a
the
truck.
number one argument is we don't have a gun problem, we have a mental health problem.
Well, okay, but then what do you? Okay, so but the problem with that also is
mental health
that
is
this
everywhere.
guy didn't show any signs of mental health issues.
But mental health is everywhere. Issues are all over the world.
very hard thing
and
to
when they
define.
don't have guns, you're not seeing the same.
Well,
kind of
having said that,
anger.
though, I understand the gun rights people because the thing is that in the Bastille Day parade in Nice, I think it was, where the guy drove a truck into and killed 86 people and injured I don't know how many. So the real question is this. We know you need a Class 3 license for certain weaponry, especially fully automatic weapons. It's called a Class 3 license. It takes a while to get. There's a whole situation you have to do. Most people, obviously, who own machine guns, most people who own guns are law-abiding citizens. They're not out there spree shooting. The question, and you can't even have this. You can't even raise this question. We're going to get shit just for talking about
I didn't even
this.
want to talk about this. Yeah,
It's fascinating, though. It's fascinating
shit.
because it speaks to a larger thing that it's fun to examine. But if you were to say, we know that most people would not allow anybody to go in a store and buy a shoulder-launched a Stinger missile. That's an explosive device, so gun people make a big difference, big distinction, and they should. But let's just say a belt-fed 50 caliber machine gun, which you can buy.
Like Arnold Schwarzenegger and Commando?
Yeah, which is goes through, you can have a car door ain't going to save you. Probably
Yeah.
an engine block ain't going to save you at the end of the day. And can wreak crazy havoc. I think most people would say, okay, you can't just go
It's
in
too
and
much.
present your driver's license and
Yeah.
walk out with it. Even though some Second Amendment guys are like, everything should be illegal. But I think most people, you could actually have a discussion on, we should probably have at least a license you have to go through, like kind of like a training before you get it, the way you do with a car or something. But even bringing up like, where are the limits of a weapon of war? That already becomes so contentious. And it's fascinating to me because guns, and I'm a gun owner, but guns tend to be so emotional for people, Americans. It cuts to the fabric and the core of who we feel like we are. It's almost like when you tell guys that there's going to be some kind of limitation on the kind of gun you can just buy right away at a gun show, you're cutting their dick off.
It's very strange.
It's a very interesting, emotional, visceral
Very
response.
strange.
Yeah. And,
Is
at
it
the
an
same
insecurity
time,
thing?
Well, at the same time, Republican or gun rights activists are right when you say, well, we need to legislate more. Well, look, the guy who did this terrible thing in Vegas did everything in the legal way, bought his guns legally, went through background checks and everything else.
We got corrected though. You know how you said those guns are very expensive?
Some of them are.
So the way he made it automatic, it's a bump stock. It's a $20 add-on that you can do for all those guns to make automatic.
It's a little more than that. So yes. So you can buy a good AR-15 maybe for $2,000, $1,500, sometimes $3,000, depending. You can modify them. My buddy's got a shop where he does this. Then there's the bump stock, I guess, which is I think I think from what I've heard, I talked to two people who actually, one guy who has one.
We actually had an expert email us,
okay,
who sells them and actually went over the exact.
And you can
thing.
push it forward and it holds.
No, it's literally it's this little device I can bring up.
And he said it's $20.
It's $19.99 to do on the
to do a bump.
Yeah, he's
stock.
like it's not. He goes that when people bring up pricing issues, it's not that.
Oh boy!
Thank God you saved us from this conversation.
It just got a lot
sir,
better.
You have
looking.
two knee braces on. Though.
It just got a lot better looking up.
Oh, I thought you had two knee braces. Okay, that works.
Oh, what were you doing? Were you boxing? Frank Grillo, who's the star. Look at the way he moves. Bubba, how are you?
What's up, brother? Long time no see, man.
Where you been? I know I haven't seen you.
I thought those were two knee braces. Like, fuck, man, what happened?
Let me
I
give
take
you
steroids. I don't need braces.
Let me give you
HGH, man.
Let me give you a little precursor on what Mr. Grillo has been doing. He sold a show to Netflix where he goes to different parts of the world and immerses himself in the fight culture. Mexico, he was with Juan Marquez.
And I was with Nacho Beristain, the great Nacho Beristain.
Amazing.
I was with
Julio
Cesar
Cesar.
Chavez, Chiquita Gonzalez. I was with.
Get close to the mic.
I was with so many of the great legends of Mexican boxing. I was in Tepito, Mexico, which is probably the most dangerous place in the world, where there is a gym where Oscar de la Hoya trained. Jorge Vera runs this amazing gym for a lot of underprivileged kids in that area.
And what do you go in there and do, Frank?
I go and I train.
With the coaches?
I train with the coaches, but more importantly, I kind of learn about the culture and how important fighting is to the culture.
Oh, I love this.
Through the eyes of the fighters, the trainers, and I, it's amazing what the sport of boxing or MMA, what it does for the communities.
Well, you just got back from Brazil.
I was in
Jose
Brazil.
Aldo.
Yeah, I was with Jose Aldo at Day Day's
I don't
gym.
call him Jose.
Jose.
Yeah, we call him Jose.
Jose.
And I was with Day Day, who trains him, who's got a famous gym down there. There's probably 30 guys sparring with 4-ounce gloves and no headgear.
That's how they roll down there.
Badass. I mean,
that's how they
these
go
kids
down there.
are badass. I was with
Pedro Hizzo?
I was with Pedro Hizzo and his gym. He's got an amazing thing. He's backed by this oil company that gives him probably 6 or 7 buildings. He trains champions. He trains all the kids from the favelas. He does tutoring in math and in English. And then he has a program for psychology with a psychologist, so that these kids from the favelas can deal with the issues
That's so cool.
That's amazing.
I was with Marlon Sandro, who does a very similar thing in the favela, the Santa Amos.
Did you go to the favelas?
Was up in the favelas. His gym is called the Hill of Champions. It's a little tiny room.
How cool are the favelas?
Bro.
I mean, obviously you see a lot of poverty, but it's just the kind of the love and the atmosphere in the favelas.
Because for me, from because you both have been there. For me, from the media, I think of drug gangs that run neighborhoods.
You know what it is, though? It's 99% hardworking people, right?
Yeah.
Who are, at the poverty level, but they work. They're incredibly hardworking people, and they want what we want for our kids, which is education, which is a better life. And these fighters like Pedro Rizzo, like even I was with Bustamante. He's doing a similar thing. They all have social programs where they take these kids from the favelas and they give back
because they know how tough it is.
Man,
all those guys know exactly how tough.
Didn't Jose Aldo come from the favela?
He comes from who begins with an H. He comes from a part of Brazil that is just beyond poverty.
A lot of those favelas are, but it's not that it's like it's not like Juarez or Cartel. Like they have their drug rings there.
Yeah,
but it's almost they police the area. Like no one's in danger.
Nobody's in danger.
If you're from another favela and you go there to get drugs, you're in danger.
Okay,
but you're not in danger.
Okay,
and I was good. I don't know if they when you went there, Frank, but like. We went there and I saw kids training, doing jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai.
Muay Thai's big. Muay Thai's big, right?
Yeah. But I saw them doing it on dirt.
On dirt.
Like, what? With no gear. I'm like, what the fuck? So I came back with all this gear.
That's what we're doing.
And we were saying, they were like, no, you're good. I'm like, I don't have anything to worry about. Like, you don't need all this security.
No
UFC
security.
provided all the security. Like, you don't need this, man.
No. In fact,
good.
when I went, Marlon Sandro, who's amazing, he trains with Jose and he has this gym, and they said to me, look, he's going to give you 5 minutes, and you can ask him some questions, but it's probably going to be very formal with him. And I wind up going up there. His kid's got a Captain America shirt on. His kid freaks out.
Because he sees
I'm hugging his kid as if he was my kid, talking to his kid. Me and him become quick friends. We walked through every inch of the favela for about 2.5 hours. Then we went back later with the cameras to get
you and Jose?
No, me and my team.
Okay.
Him and Jose were in the gym training at Day Day's gym.
Yeah, he went with the coach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I got an insight to the favelas in a way that we walked through the favelas and he's a hero there. So and if I'm with him, I'm cool. So
cosign. Yeah. Did you eat the food?
He ate the food, bro.
Best.
Drinking beers on the side. The chope.
I'm so jealous. I feel like. When I was in Indonesia, we were with these Dayak, the original indigenous people, and I just got on the back of a moped with this dude, and he took me into where they live in Indonesia. And I ate that food that they're cooking out of a big barrel. You know what I mean? And that experience, the smells and the taste, and that's what I feel like.
Are you done shooting?
No, I just came back.
Just those two?
No, I went to Thailand where I experienced.
Ladyboys.
When you talk, ladyboys who fought and won. But I experienced poverty in Thailand and Myanmar. which, the British
Went to
came.
Burma.
It's amazing what the Europeans had done to the world. But the British came and Burma and then left. But I was in the countryside in Myanmar where these kids have nothing. I mean, they don't have enough food to get through the day.
Like homeless?
Almost homeless. They live in a little shack where they train and they kick banana trees. I mean, it's amazing.
Heartbreaking or no?
It's heartbreaking, but then there's something noble
Community
about
too, right?
there's a
tight.
sense of community. Their kids.
They also don't know any better, right?
They don't know any
that's
better.
life.
They don't know any better, and they're amazing. They're studs,
And they're happy.
yeah. And then look, I go to Thailand and I'm with Bukau.
Oh, wow.
One of the greatest Muay Thai
Of all
fighters
time.
ever, right? Spent the day with him, trained with him.
Jesus.
Right? But then went into the countryside in Thailand, and it's the same through line. The level of poverty and what fighting is for these people.
what it
it's
represents.
not a sport.
It's life.
It's life. It's life. And that's
life.
what the show, that's kind of the through line of the
That's
show.
so
But I got
cool,
one
man.
more stop. We're going to Israel next week, going to Tel Aviv.
Damn.
Deal
You
with
went to Seychelles, dude, in Africa.
Yeah.
And trained with those giant black guys.
Senegal.
Bring up
Yeah.
the Senegalese wrestlers. Take
Yeah,
a look
yeah,
at these
yeah.
guys.
And I met two of the greatest of all time. You can pop them up. It's
What's his name?
Lac Dumer and Modolu.
Yeah, go ahead and spell that, Chin.
Yeah.
How do you spell Senegalese?
You can just write Lamba. It's L-A, I think it's Laamb is the proper.
Lamb wrestling?
Lamba wrestling.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, they're like, how
That
big are they? Like
you say the
6'6".
B. Go down to the second one. Okay, that's the
there you
guys.
go.
Okay, so see this guy? That's our guy. That was our buddy.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
the tits out?
Yeah, that's one of them.
Warren Sapp, like, how big was he?
Oh, dude, bigger than Warren Sapp.
Really?
Yeah, and moves like he's 5'10". And they train like they know how to train. They train like MMA fighters.
It's wrestling? What's
so what
the
it
sport?
is, it's
Do we have
it's,
video
it's
of it,
bare
Jim?
knuckle.
look
It's
it up.
bare
These
knuckle.
guys
It's
are
done
in
in the
shape.
sand. It's bare knuckle boxing. It goes on for an hour. It's bare knuckle boxing, and then it goes into Greco, and they are advanced
Click
Greco.
the video for me, Chin.
And then if you get 3 points down, it's over. So you never grapple on the ground so much because as soon as 3 points touch, it's done. So it's bare knuckle boxing and kind of Greco freestyle combined.
Almost like Sambo, where if it touches
I
the ground,
I gotta show you.
There's no-
look at this. Look at this.
there's no submissions.
No.
It's whoever gets thrown, right?
Yeah, that's the. But look,
But you can.
This
it's
is
like,
advanced, and
It's
they're
like Greco with boxing.
boxing. And
Oh,
look at this.
shit.
These are not even big guys.
But they're just athletic as shit.
Dicks down
By
to
the way,
ground.
Senegal, the most tolerant place you ever want to go. These are 95% Muslim people. They voted for a Catholic president. They intermarry. There is no, they don't. There's no radical, Islam bullshit. These are beautiful. It's what the Muslim religion really is.
Did you feel in danger at all in these
Never.
places? Are you serious?
Never, man. I am never in danger. And I'm in danger.
I know.
Tepito, Mexico, is
Cartel
literally-
land.
Cartel land.
You heard about the? I don't mean to interrupt, you heard about the showrunner on Narcos?
Yes.
not the showrunner. Sorry,
No,
the
the
location scout
location
got
guy.
murdered by the
That's-
cartel.
that's exactly
scouting
right.
for season
Why did he?
4.
Why did he
So
get
my
murdered?
guy-
Because
Why,
you're in cartel land. Like what the
Bro,
fuck you doing?
eyes
here?
everywhere.
Doom,
eyes
doom,
everywhere.
doom.
Yeah, so I'm my guy.
That was like 4 weeks ago.
I read about it.
Jorge Vera, who runs the gym in Tepito, his son, he was my fixer, right? And we would walk through the markets at Tepito. I went to where Santa Marta, which is the saint of the misbegotten,
Yeah.
where this woman runs the church there, which is no one goes near there. White boy doesn't go near there, right?
Ringo, yeah.
By the end of it, his brother was murdered. His father had to deal with that. But we got so connected with all these people. I get so connected. By the end of it, he puts his arm around me. It's on camera. And he says, what you want in Tepito, I want in Tepito. What goes wrong for you in Tepito goes wrong for me in Tepito. In other words, saying, you're my brother.
Yeah.
Whenever you need here,
You're good.
You're good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was they told me Jose Aldo wouldn't talk to me. We sat for an hour.
Jose Aldo's a great guy.
He put his head in at the end was like
He's
my
a great
brother.
guy. Did you go to his burger joint?
Yes. Good burgers too.
Yeah, man.
Puts in and
Jose
out.
Aldo's a great guy.
He's a great guy. Yeah. So
You don't get to their levels. All these guys you're speaking of, you don't get to exactly what they're doing in life being an asshole.
man,
Especially
you don't.
Jose Aldo.
And by the way, what they give back in their collective communities is I've never seen anything like it. And that's from fighting. From the brotherhood and sisterhood of fighting comes, all of this philanthropic stuff that without it in those communities, there'd be a lot of trouble there.
100%.
Yeah.
A lot of those kids.
Yeah.
And it's a shame because in America, we have our problems here. In New York, even in LA, a lot of these youth boxing programs are getting taken away because there's no money, there's
That's
no
right.
funding.
That's right.
Where there's a lot. A lot of these kids would go to those
aside
gyms.
from Pedro Rizzo, who gets funding from the oil company, which is really amazing. A lot of these guys are doing it. They're kind of from hand to mouth. They're kind of figuring out.
Yeah, they're not doing it for fame. They're not doing it to buy a big house in
none of the
Rio de Janeiro.
These guys stay where they stay in the favelas. They're not looking to leave. It's not. It's.
Did you take the cold showers in Brazil?
Oh man,
the best, man.
It is
the way
best.
they do it. It's just.
I love. My son's name is Rio. Like I was really affected the
go.
first time I went to Rio, but to this time, this thing which started out as, hey, maybe I got something cool here, has entirely changed my life.
Good
entirely
for you.
changed.
I mean,
my
that's
life.
so
Yeah,
cool, man.
Yeah,
that's so cool.
Yeah, we'll see.
And now you're off to Israel after this.
I'm going to New York for Wheelman this week to do some talk shows and comedy.
Wheelman. By the way, this movie you did on Netflix is getting crazy reviews.
Oh yeah, I know.
It's crazy. I've been reading the reviews.
Yeah,
like
Variety
it doesn't get better.
It doesn't
On
get
Wheelman?
better. Yeah.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
it's a great movie.
It's
so
we're
good.
proud of it, and I'm
I
excited.
love Frank's movie. I'm not just saying because you're here. I love everything.
Seen him
Frank
twice.
does.
Well,
do,
the
man.
really funny thing that I
I'm
don't know
not
if
trying
I
to
told you.
suck you off here, but anything Frank does,
Dude.
And then, like when I was at Purge 2, I was in the theater. I felt good when I saw it. Yeah, it's my boy, man. My boy.
Well, dude, Wheelman is a great. I've seen it twice. It's fucking great.
It's fun.
And
When you popped up on Captain America, I'm all.
yeah. Well, he's in the biggest movie, I think one of the biggest action films of all time.
Oh, the Chinese
starring
thing.
in Wolf Warrior. You're basically Brad Pitt in China. What can you explain the fun? Like, first of all, you spoke English the whole time. You're in China.
How dare you take a Chinese man job?
Yeah.
I know.
Well, I'll take it again.
Take it again.
Wolf Warrior.
Wolf Warrior.
So yeah, the
Look at
movie's
this.
made $900 million.
$900 million.
Only in China. That's the first one.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you're in the second one.
Wolf Warrior.
I was like,
2.
where the
Look at
fuck?
this. Look at this.
Right
Oh,
there.
God, there he is to the right.
Can we get a trailer? Are you in this?
Yes.
Dude,
Oh, Big
dude.
Daddy.
They even made your eyes
Dude,
a
you
little
look intense
slitty.
as
They made
shit,
your eyes
bro.
a little
bit.
little bit.
Right?
Little bit.
Right? They fucked with it. They made my eyes deep.
You know what? Our, fucking, what's his name? Ben Affleck and what's his boy's name?
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon tried doing, the Great Wall of China, and the Chinese were like, nah.
See you later.
I got a clothing line now coming out in China. I sell
God.
sunglasses
Damn,
and,
you're the
and
Bob
a sports
Sapp of-
jacket. Yeah.
You know
You're
what,
like Bob
dude?
Sapp.
Dude, you shave your head, you're going right back to fucking TV. So keep that fucking hair. And by the way, is there a trailer that I can see on this? Because I would
Yeah,
kill
there
this.
is.
Is it
There
cool
actually
over
is.
there, Frank?
No.
No.
You not feeling it?
The people are cool, but it's communist.
the towns,
It's
like-
communist China.
Oh, dude.
What about the
Frank-
food?
It's terrible.
Yeah,
It's
not
terrible.
good.
You gotta do what you gotta do, though.
There's better Chinese food in New York.
I got
Yeah, I
some
bet.
friends. I've got some friends who've done movies in China.
Panda
It's a
Express
tough.
shits on that. I love some Panda, man.
Oh
I
man,
love some Panda.
Damn, you just fucking all over, man.
Wow, he's
like
going-
shit.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Doing some crazy shit. What
But
the
they
hell?
spent-
Hold on.
Never solves anything.
Oh shit, dude.
Sure is fun. Man, look at this.
This guy financed the movie himself, basically, right? $25 million. It's going to make $1 billion.
Oh shit, they're using.
So the Russo brothers produced it. They do the Captain America movies. That's Wu Jing. He's now the most famous guy in China.
This actually looks kind of cool. To be honest.
He's just killing it. That guy in China, just he must be exhausted.
怎么救我们啊？
I'm already liking this. A lot of guns, by the way, right?
Yeah, this is.
You guys had some serious.
Yeah, we had a good fight. I beat the shit out of him.
男人就该玩这个。
Oh, Frank. Frank, you don't play around when you got a gun cocked up like that, dude. Jump over that tank, dude. What the? Who's that guy?
He's a big boy. He's a wrestler.
WWE guy?
Frank, you know your way around in a song.
I'd like you to call me Big Daddy when we're watching.
No,
this.
dude, I'm going to call him Big Daddy from now on.
No, Mr. International. That's what I'm calling
Mr.
Frank.
International?
Mr. International.
All right,
He's
Mr.
Mr.
International.
So CAA calls me and they go, listen, you realize that you're the biggest American actor now in China. I go, you got to be kidding me. Come on, what about Matt Damon?
Tom
and Brad
Cruise.
Pitt? Tom Cruise. I
You
go,
look at Tom Cruise on slit your goddamn throat. He's relentless.
Yeah.
Don't let that message get to Tom. You think you're badass?
He'll get competitive.
Tom Cruise go, do what? Scientology. Attack!
Well, you know, when he did Vampire Diaries with Brad Pitt, Brad Pitt
You're
said
talking about Interview with the Vampire.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
How dare
I'm sorry,
you?
I apologize.
Vampire
I do apologize.
Diaries?
Sir, I'm sorry.
When he did 50 Shades of Red, the vampire movie with Brad Pitt.
You're right.
Vampire
by the way,
Diaries sounds
you're
awesome.
so right. You're so right. It was the Interview with the Vampire. And there was a weird rivalry, I guess, and Brad Pitt was like, it was just unfortunate. He was getting competitive with me, and I was like,
Well, I mean,
come
you
on,
know.
dude.
Yeah.
I
Tom
don't
Cruise.
Brad Pitt.
Yeah, it's Brad Pitt.
It is Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt does shit.
Hey, Frank, let's just ballpark here. How many more big movies international you can do before you go full-blown fucking Johnny Depp, Nicolas Cage crazy? And you come in here just with like an old skull hat that you got from Africa, and you're talking about safari,
He's
so
already-
you're killing
he's already
the
kind of
one
mean.
white rhino in the world.
I've been getting crazy reviews, like, you know, real crazy comparisons. You know, it's really funny. But the funniest one is, and it's like it goes on and on, waxing poetic about, you know, I am Charles Bronson, I am this, and then it says, it says, as a second tier movie star.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, and I'm like, but whatever, I'll fucking take that.
Yeah,
Of course,
good.
it's better than third tier.
Fuck yeah.
I'm a fucking second tier movie
Second
star.
tier, what's
Hey,
up?
A-level performance in B-level movies.
By the
Pays
way,
the bills.
By the way,
It's a nice
what I
life.
tell you after Wheelman, I swear to God, what I tell you, I go, you just proved that you're a movie star.
Well, you know
I
what
said
I'm
that.
saying? It's second tier.
Well, I'm biased, so I don't think so. I think you're first tier.
First tier, there's like 4 people.
No, here's the difference.
First tier's like 4.
Hold on.
Like you gotta,
And are they
No,
really movie stars?
hold on. I'm going to give you the.
I'm
going to give you the
telling you,
difference. I'm gonna give
you
the
two
difference.
better watch your
Nope.
fucking yappers about Tom Cruise.
And I'm going to tell you what the difference.
I love,
is.
by the way,
both of
I
them.
love Tom.
He worked
Cruise.
with Tom Cruise for a long time.
I love Tom.
Do you? Then watch your mouth.
Let me give you. Can I tell you the difference?
Can I ask-
Frank Grillo. Here's the fundamental. Bradley Cooper, Tom Cruise. These guys who love acting. They love acting. They love the details. They love it all.
hold on.
He would rather be in a boxing ring. He'd rather punch
Yeah,
you in the
he's
face.
traveling around to the most dangerous parts
He
of
likes
the world.
hanging, drinking wine, and then acting is.
He's a guy's guy.
He's a guy's guy.
He's a guy's guy.
Here's
Yeah.
the deal. Listen, there's one place where the truth is constant, and that is in a boxing gym, a wrestling mat, an MMA cage. Truth
When you're
is-
singing, when
truth
you're
is-
dancing, and when you're fucking.
Truth is constant, right? So when you're an actor, it's like
It's fake
it's
world.
fake. Everything's fake. It's all an illusion, and it's fun. It's fun. It's fun the way riding a moped is fun.
You work
I
hard at it,
enjoy
you're
it.
good at it,
Yeah.
Whatever. I mean, but if I wasn't doing action-oriented films, I would be bored out of my mind.
Yeah.
If I wasn't being
Like you're not going to
physical-
do like if they asked you to do Lincoln. Can you imagine?
Lincoln as a race car driver? No, I'm not doing Lincoln. I don't give a fuck about
Yeah.
Lincoln.
Yeah.
He was a racist.
Yeah.
You know that.
Well, I mean,
Well.
let's take it easy.
Let's,
take it
I mean,
Don't fucking.
You're talking about Teddy Lincoln.
let's talk.
Teddy Lincoln. Oh, Teddy. Teddy Lincoln. Yeah. So now, yeah.
Go ahead.
that's
Did you
fucking
watch any fights with those guys out there? Like,
Yeah, I went to the
box-
fights. We went to the fights. Their gym, Day Day's gym, they have this shoot promotion, and we went and watched the fight. In fact,
Shoot at some tough guys.
yeah, the
This is in Brazil,
protege,
correct?
Jose Aldo's protege. His fucking name is slipping my. He fought and destroyed, but he comes from where Jose Aldo comes from, and that's his hero, and he's following in the footsteps. They're having a problem with guys from favelas being able to come here and fight because they don't have birth certificates. They don't
It happened to Glover Teixeira. He was, undefeated for a long time. He was like kind of this boogeyman Brazil, and it took, 4 years for him to get over here and fight.
Yeah,
like, that was the big hold.
They don't have paperwork. They
They just don't have paperwork.
They don't have paperwork. There's no records of them.
Are a lot of them surfers? Because I know Hensel Gracie surfed.
Yeah. A lot of them are surfers.
But Hensel came from money, too.
By the way, Hensel Gracie. So I was with. This is crazy. Hugo Duarte, who had a famous fight with Rickson Gracie at Pepe Beach in 1988, which is kind of the jump off point between where Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu started to become famous outside of Brazil. It was a famous video. Hugo Duarte fought Luta Livre, right? And it was at the time where Luda was, no gi, because it was for the kids in the favelas. Yeah. And I meet with Hugo Duarte. We wind up grappling a bit in the spot that him and Rickson had the fight.
Damn, that's cool.
He gave me the whole rundown on what it was about. And then later, 5 days later, he went to Hochler. Then I went and I hung out with Hochler Gracie at his academy, where they had the second fight, and Rickson won again. And then everybody kind of came together, and the rest was history.
That's so cool.
Then I sat with Hobson Gracie at the beach for an hour and a half, who is Carlos Gracie's son, Helio Gracie's nephew, man, to talk about the origin of the family from Scotland, Brazil. I learned that they identify with their Scottish roots as much as they do with their Brazilian roots.
Did anyone touch on like the state of jiu-jitsu now and how it's like kind of a business here in America?
It is absolutely a business, but it was a business from the beginning. The Gracie families, they were well-to-do from the very beginning. They were travelers. They were diplomats.
Sure.
And they had an eye on business. Carlos Gracie had an eye on business from the very beginning about getting this. That's why they did Vale Tudos. That's why they started these things, to get people to see
and to prove
how superior Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Gracie Jiu-Jitsu was. I mean, if there's a dynasty like this, a family that has this kind of gravitas in any other sport,
influence,
I challenge you to give me their name, because I think as far as a family is concerned and what they've done,
family, you're saying,
what other family kind of has?
Well, couldn't you say that the Gracies, in a way, were the harbinger and the catalyst to MMA? Weren't they the beginning?
Vale Tudo, it was the original, right?
Yeah. No, as far as the UFC,
sure,
yeah,
or just MMA. What we know is MMA, the idea of Vale Tudo.
A lot of people would argue Bruce Lee was kind of the first. You can argue he wasn't a real fighter.
There's no grappling though, Bubba,
but
right?
No, but he was kind of the first to mix the martial arts. Who was open to it, because a lot of
like
people
boxing,
back in martial arts would go, well, if I do taekwondo, karate's bullshit. If I do karate, jiu-jitsu's bullshit. And Bruce Lee went, whoa, chill. We can mix it all together, and then you might have a complete fighter.
My only caveat to that is that he didn't fight in rings.
That
right?
doesn't matter. Yeah. He had such an impact, and he was such an influence.
Yeah, I mean, he was a big celebrity.
He brought martial arts.
He was a big celebrity.
Yeah. Big celebrity.
And he's also the one who brought that type of business to America.
Yeah.
When before, guys was trying to figure it out.
Yeah, but I think the original Vale Tudos were true mixed martial arts competition, in the sense that each discipline was represented, and at the end it was which discipline was the best or was the most powerful, and that was kind of what mixed martial arts tournaments were. And now mixed martial arts has become its own discipline.
100%.
Where everybody trains kind of the same way. It's you need to know everything. You have a wrestling coach, you have a boxing coach, you have a jiu-jitsu coach. I don't have to tell you, but so now it's homogenized and it's become one thing.
Its own sport.
Its own sport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if I feel it's so, I'm sure you're going to do this. It'd be such an interesting debate, because if you go to Japan with Japanese jiu-jitsu,
right,
they're going to go, whoa, hold up.
Yep.
We had the first
right.
mixed martial arts.
You're exactly.
Check out this guy.
That's exactly
And then if you go to Russia, they're going to go, hold up.
Yeah.
With Samba, we were doing this.
That's right.
And then you go, you move around. People, everyone has their own story.
And the Turks and the Iranians, the person
who tells the best
we've
story.
We've had wrestling forever.
Yeah, who tells the best
story?
Who
tells the best story?
By the way, this Lamba, these Africans, these Senegalese, they've been doing this thing for thousands of years.
Which is a form of mixed martial arts.
What are they doing? They're fighting. They got stand-up and they got ground fighting.
Yeah.
And, it's
That's
so
true.
How long Sambo been around?
Yeah.
You talk to Fedor,
but I mean, as far as
long as men have been around.
But again, the best storytellers, like one of the things that make the Gracies so dynamic and such pioneers, is they can tell a fucking story, man.
Yeah.
But wouldn't you also say that the Gracies
Great
are
marketing.
unique? But wouldn't you say that the Gracies are unique in that they were the first, at least to my recollection, the martial arts always was sort of famed as small guy beats a big guy, but they were the first family, I feel, and first technique where you could really see how a small guy at 145 pounds
all by design.
could break a giant man's arm.
That was their whole point.
All by design. That's
Jiu-jitsu
why
was
Hoist
built for
on your
small-
back.
Hey,
right?
Jiu-jitsu was built for the
Helio
small
Gracie
man.
was a
Right.
tiny little man,
Yes.
and that's
That's why he came
and
up with
Carlos.
it.
That's why they put him.
Yeah.
But that's what
And the same thing
created
with
the
Hoist.
mythology, right?
Hoist Gracie, the other Gracies, they said no, Hoist is going to fight because he's the little guy.
He doesn't
He's the-
look intimidating.
That's right.
Right, and because Hickson
Hickson looked like a
tied
god.
him in a knot.
Well, first of all, Hickson looks like a god.
Bring up young Hickson Gracie,
But
with
also,
that
people need to
ponytail.
go, hold up. Of course, Hickson's going to do it. Look at him. But Hoist looked like your normal skinny
By the way,
dude
by
who
then
fuck you
Hickson
up.
had already beat everybody up in the Valley too.
Correct. So everyone's like,
He beat up Zulu.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Remember
He
Zulu?
was such a young.
Yes.
Now keep going. He
Look
was
at him.
so awesome. Look at him there. There you go. Now,
Now pop up
what a stud.
Crone.
I know they look so similar.
Yep.
They look.
he's on that bottom picture there with his dad.
Wow.
He's
Super
a beast.
stud.
He's a yeah.
Super stud.
Amazing
Do you know
jiu-jitsu.
Crone well?
I don't know him well. He was almost going to come with us.
Oh, amazing guy.
Amazing guy.
Amazing guy.
And by the way, they're not like guys like this. He walks the walk, man. He lives it.
Crone?
Yeah, it's
Oh my
the
God.
philosophy of
He
Gracie
is a
Jiu-Jitsu.
spitting image of his father. He's also
Hickson. These guys
a complete warrior.
Oh my God.
I watched Crone at Metamoris. He rolled with Okami, I think it was. Okami? Was that who it was? The Japanese guy? Really good guy?
Maybe, I'm sure.
And it was really wild to watch him because they locked hands. And Crone, I never forgot this. He closed his eyes for a second. He just he meditated, like he went into a space.
Oh, no,
where he fucking closed his eyes and went like it was like this guy's about to go zen.
He's
and then he
another level.
tapped
It's
out.
a whole other
and
level.
just a complete.
Look at who his
monster.
father is.
Yeah.
I mean, you ask.
But there's so
any-
much pressure because there's a lot of Gracies. Also, we won't go through them, but there's a lot of Gracies who are they're fuck ups and they can't deal with the pressure, and especially for your dad's Hickson.
Yeah.
But Crone thrives.
I think,
in it.
and then Crone's brother was passed away
Yes.
at a very young age, and I think that it really affected their lives in a way where I think
Took on the
Hickson
responsibility.
took on responsibility.
Crone's also doing work in Japan, MMA, choking
Yeah.
out everybody.
yeah, he's a beast.
Everybody.
He's a
Oh, he is.
stud, man.
Everybody.
So he's fighting MMA.
He's been fighting MMA for a few years now. And just
It's funny
choking
to look at
dudes out.
Hickson now because when I trained with him, he was such a young. It's amazing what time is a thief, huh?
I found it very
Time's a-
moving when
time's a
I read
motherfucker.
an account of him, and I found it very moving. It was like you wanted to cry,
Yeah.
because he was talking about how some things bring you to your knees and bring you at rock bottom, and there's nowhere else to go.
Yeah.
And no matter what you do, you can't get out of it. And when he accepted that his son had died, and he didn't have a way out of that grief,
Yeah.
it was really
Especially a guy like
those
that.
boys, he's a great. I remember him as with those boys were always on the mats with us, and especially that one. He was in Choke. He's in the movie Choke
He's
with them.
beautiful.
They were beautiful,
Beautiful boy.
I mean, listen, I have 3 sons. I can't imagine.
Oh, my God.
Where do you? I mean, if you don't have another kid, you just kill yourself.
I think that's why, 100%. I think that's a lot of times and I don't want to fucking dwell on this topic at all, but like the mass shooting in Vegas, though that stuff always fucks with me when there's that negative thing, but now I have a son. Man, I was for 2 days.
I know, man.
I was just in this horrible slump.
I know.
Because then I think of my son growing up, and then can he go to concerts? How's this going to work?
How about this?
Do I have to
How
worry
about
about
this?
him there?
No.
My girl's supposed to go to concert
No.
on Sunday. I'm like,
No,
God,
I know.
I'd
I'm
appreciate
going
if
to
you
do
didn't go.
Comic-Con in New York on Friday. I'm like,
And you worry about it.
that's a place where people dress up in furry fucking costumes as adults. I mean,
I know.
You
Also,
never know.
every time I heard that, every time I heard the gun, I was like,
Oh,
tragedy,
my
tragedy,
God.
tragedy, 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 tragedy.
And not just the people who are dead. How about this?
Yeah.
They're the lucky
Injured.
ones. When you get shot with that type of a bullet,
yeah, it causes major
The damage-
complications.
But also people getting trampled, and you hear these stories of people breaking their legs, their arms, their head concussion. So, but then I was watching Narcos last night, and there's it's the season finale, season 3, and it's kick, and I'm just like, I don't need this
I
right
know,
now.
I know,
man.
I know.
Well, it
It's
brings
too-
it home,
it's a
right?
terrible-
It's too real
it's a
because you
terrible-
watch the video on CNN. It's kick,
know.
and you're like, fuck.
I know,
Right.
I know. I don't like to dwell on it either because it could destroy you.
I think sometimes
100%.
though, I think that you have to also realize with freedom comes a cost. Always, like there's always going to be soft targets. There's always going to be a cost to everything.
Yeah,
we
but
do.
when it's that kind of anarchy, when it's that kind of just, you can't answer for that kind of insanity. And what amazes me is how a guy walks through the world up until 64 years old.
Incredible.
And nobody kind of says, this guy's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Right?
I read some stuff that he was a little bit of a loner, standoffish, didn't really talk to his brothers, even though he had a business with his brother, they would just text. But you cannot, like you were saying, sometimes you just can't explain the why. Sometimes
Like his
people are
family's
just
like,
bad.
his brother was like, what the fuck?
Right.
Right.
No, we have no clue.
Right.
What are we
Yeah.
talking about?
Yeah, he really
You're talking
did.
about a guy who had $2 million in the bank. He's retired.
Did he?
Had properties.
64
like
years
he was
old.
good. What are you talking
And
about?
sent his girl
He doesn't
100
fit the
grand.
profile. Granted, he's white male. That's the only thing he really fits. But as far as mass shooters, they're usually white.
Yeah, hey,
unfortunately.
thanks for that travel ban, Trump. That's going to help. Like, you got these fucking mats. You know what I mean? You got a 64-year-old white guy. I mean,
By the way,
there's no way to make it safe. Life is
by the way,
random.
let's get off this. Let me tell you one thing about traveling. You realize how many people hate Donald Trump.
Bro.
Wow.
Right?
Wow.
And do you feel yourself like I almost get
Oh,
offended?
no, I'm an Italian citizen. I tell them I'm an Italian.
Yeah, right?
I live in America.
You turn your back.
How
You turn
embarrassing
your back
is
on
it,
your
Frank? How embarrassing is it?
I'm with
you
these
get a taxi and guys
I'm with the Senegalese guys who could literally eat me for dinner. That's how big they are. These are Muslims who are not. These are the people that you say are dangerous. You don't want them to come into our country. Couldn't be more beautiful. Obama went to Senegal and said the world could learn a lesson from the Senegalese people. Yeah.
Well,
because that's up to
I
them.
grew up overseas my whole life in all these countries, especially the Middle East. And one thing that I remember is the United States had such a great reputation. The U.S. always had a reputation of a place that was liberal, that was welcoming to everyone. And our strength was that we were fair. And we were the breadbasket of the world. It was all this stuff. We gave wheat to the Soviet Union, even though they were our enemies and stuff like that. And I think that for a lot of reasons, I mean, Trump, I think, is a symptom, but for a lot of reasons, people feel unsafe. And when people
did you
feel
see him
unsafe,
throwing the
they
paper towels?
tend to get-
Dude, in Puerto Rico? I mean, so it's almost a joke. It's
He's
like
clumsy.
a Saturday Night
He's
Live
clumsy.
skit.
He's clumsy.
It's like it's literally like
just
he's writing
clumsy.
bits.
He's tone deaf. He's tone
But
deaf.
no, he took the paper towels and he's like shooting they're
he's not
free throws.
he's not tactful, I guess, and he's not diplomatic. He's just clumsy.
I don't know. But to your
Trump
point,
is
when you're
clumsy.
traveling around now, like when I was in England, Manchester, Dublin, like I thought they'd be like, "Oh, America, fuck yeah!" What's it? And they're like, "Oh my, America,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
from
It's-
America."
I'm embarrassed.
Yeah, I'm like, kind of, yeah, I guess.
No, I'm
My name's
Italian.
Brendan. No,
Italy.
actually, I've been here
Well,
for
why don't
years.
you guys both leave my fucking country?
No, I
That's what
love the
people are gonna
country.
say.
Yeah, it's the guy that.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah, I'm always
love it.
reminded of that Mark Twain thing: loyalty to my country, always.
Right.
To my government, only when it deserves it.
Right.
Oh, there you go.
That's an American way of looking at it.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to. You don't have to be loyal to your
Did
government.
you get sick at all?
No.
Did you didn't catch AIDS in Africa or anything?
I got AIDS, but it went
makes
away.
sense.
Yeah.
But it went away. I kicked its
Yeah,
ass.
it was AIDS, easy AIDS.
Who helps you make all these connections? Because they're not easy to do,
So
especially in Brazil.
yeah, it's not.
And Mexico, that'd be
but
tough,
we're my company, Joe Carnan and I have a company, War Party, which produces the show with Matador, which is a company that produces unscripted television, docuseries like this, and we have a great guy, John Gristel, who gets us in these places. And believe it or not, whatever little fame I have in the world of action movies is big
For sure.
globally, and so I have maybe a little bit of a reputation of being authentic.
opening, yeah.
and it gets me in these doors.
So you don't have to like worry about going in there and like breaking the ice or anything like you have an introduction.
This is
Didn't
what
you
I
tell
do.
me that
This
when
is-
you went? Go ahead.
This
tell
is
me.
what I do. In every place that I go an hour before the camera crew, right? And I'll go and I'll train, whatever it is. I went with Muay Thai or with, I did Lethwei in Myanmar, which is the art of the 9 limbs. Basically, it's Muay Thai with no gloves and headbutting. So I went and I trained for like 3 days before we. So as soon as I start training, then I'll spar a little bit, and then everybody's going, okay,
he's another guy.
He's not full of shit.
Yeah.
He's another guy. He's and then
box, he can move.
grappling, whatever it is, and that kind of you know when you're in a gym, you only have to be there for 15
You're
minutes.
not a fraud.
People watch you and they go, okay, He's
And they're also looking at a
it's like
7-year-old man. who
It's
can
like
move.
dogs.
Right.
It's like dogs sniffing butts. Like you can smell a fraud.
You can.
You know what I'm saying?
You
like
can,
we're gonna
man.
sniff your butt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's cool.
Right.
You got go do your thing,
exactly
man.
it.
How does one spar with headbutting? How does one do that?
You do it. You just
You
don't
wrap your head?
Look, when you spar, I'm doing light sparring.
measured.
I'm not
It's
talking
measured.
about I'm sparring for a fight.
Right.
I'm getting in there and I'm
Moving
playing.
around.
I'm moving
Moving
around.
around.
I'm moving around.
Mixing
right?
it up, as the
Yeah.
kids
And
say.
so when you lock up and it's a lot of this, boom, boom. You do it light enough so
Frank.
that. But it's kind of fun, man. I
Yeah.
it's fun.
Yeah, man. I mean, and they're small, right? They're pretty small, those guys.
They'll make money.
How big is Bukaw?
Bukaw is a little taller than me, but stud.
Fucking monster.
Monster.
Would you go out at night, like experience the nightlife and like the food and all that, and like hang out with the
Every
guys?
night. I eat on the street, and I eat like a local will
What a
eat.
cool experience.
It's so
man.
and because like in Brazil, I every night went to like little chicken joints, and every night we drank the cold beer, and it's. But
If there
you're
was
in
a
the
country you
acai.
could, if there was a country that I said you're going to live in, which out of the countries you've been to, what would it be?
Syria.
Yeah.
I could easily live
Brazil.
in Brazil.
Yeah.
Easily. I could live in Mexico City.
Mexico City,
Really?
I've heard great things
Absolutely could live in
Really?
Mexico City. It gives you
Huge,
everything you need.
huge fucking city.
Huge city. It's like 12 million people. It's very similar to LA. It's very spread out. And believe it or not, I could live in Senegal
about. Really?
on the beach. The
Really?
people, yeah, man. It was
And they're beautiful too. Like the women, everybody's like gorgeous.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
Is it just all black people?
It's white.
Is it a
people
mix?
too. It's a mix.
Because
And
we're in Africa. Where's that at? Is it on
it's
the lower
down.
west?
It's on the west side.
Lower.
Low. It's probably
Middle?
where Atlanta would be.
Yeah.
Lined
Bring it up. It's
Yeah.
it's the
Because-
middle.
because the-
It sticks out.
Yeah.
Yeah. See
There
Dakar.
it is.
That's where I was.
Because
It's where the race was.
There you go.
Paris to Dakar.
yeah, back out from each end. Let me see.
So it's
this.
right in the middle
Yeah.
there.
See where it is? Oh no, it's a little lower. I'm sorry. My
Under
bad.
Martin.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah.
I gotcha. Because
Right there.
So
because the north is where you can run some trouble. Correct.
that's
Well, Morocco, Algeria, no, not so much.
Not so
Morocco,
much.
yeah.
Well, now
it's-
let me tell you where you run into trouble because I've been all over Africa. The Congo.
Yeah,
You don't want to go into the Congo.
You don't want to go to Goma.
No.
When Charles Coney's around.
Well,
You see-
Libya,
you see
I heard
lower-
Egypt, Sudan, some trouble. Yeah.
Look, all this, you don't want to go to. This is a hot zone too. But Dakar.
So that's the Ivory Coast right there. Côte d'Ivoire.
And
you
you
know
were
the famous Paris to Dakar race.
yeah.
Yeah, that's where it ended. Now they
And you were good, Frank. Did they
better than good.
Did they tell you any horror stories?
Yeah, you know what? When you come from a place where there's extreme poverty and then extreme wealth and really nothing in between,
You have some problems.
You're gonna have some
Liberia
problems.
and Sierra Leone were the worst. That was
Yes.
some of the most
Sierra Leone
horrific.
is
right
horrific.
there, right under there.
Genocide.
So that was where there was
Blood diamonds?
Well, diamonds. It
Yeah.
was blood diamonds. It was where
Yeah.
Fode Sanko and Charles Taylor. Charles Taylor said to Fode Sanko in Sierra Leone, he goes, "You just have to make the people so miserable that they vote you in that they're terrified not to."
Yeah.
And they controlled all the diamons and all the
It's
resources.
an amazing
But
place.
it was fun
Africa.
out there, huh?
Yeah, man.
God, I
It
have
was-
no desire to go to Africa.
You
Long
you should
flight
go
too,
to.
huh?
It's not that. I mean, I've traveled all over the world, so Africa doesn't seem that far. But I'm going to tell you something. You should go to. Everyone should go to Africa. Africa is an amazing.
Do you guys? Here's a dropping of knowledge for you. Do you guys know per capita what country has the most college diplomas, the most degrees per capita?
Which country
This is
in
according
Africa?
to
It's in
Thaddeus
Africa,
Russell,
but
the
do you want to know
historian.
what you want to
It's
know?
in Africa.
In the world, where is it?
Well, it's obviously Africa's talking about Africa. We just got to pick out which one.
No, it's. I believe it's Ethiopia.
No. It's Nigeria. And that's fascinating because I'm talking about in all the countries in the world, Nigeria, according to Thaddeus Russell, has more per capita.
Google
per
that, Jim,
capita,
before we get a
more-
shitload of emails talking
Yep,
shit.
more college
Just do
degrees.
the most college
They do go,
degrees per
and they
capita.
speak many languages.
Yeah. Yeah, and
How was the food in Africa?
Amazing.
Really?
Amazing.
Goddamn.
Here's the deal. You got the Portuguese, those bastards. They came and they raided Senegal. And that's where a lot of the slave trade took place.
Right here, Chin.
degrees. I don't know if college graduate, but degrees.
Well, that's a degree.
Yeah.
Yeah, college graduate, you get a degree.
I mean, evidently
go and
you didn't
scroll
go to
down.
college.
Go ahead and scroll down where they list
I
them
believe
off.
more English
I don't.
speakers in Nigeria than in Australia or in.
Okay,
They speak
Belgium.
French.
I'll just hit see all to the right there. Finland.
Finland.
Just go to the
Yeah,
bottom.
Yeah, just go to number 1. Canada. Okay, keep going. Maybe they're in the United States. Okay.
Per capita,
Japan.
though.
Yeah, we did
Per capita.
Oh, we didn't do
No,
per
we didn't do
capita.
it per capita.
Yeah.
It's got to be per capita.
Yeah.
Israel, South
Israel.
Korea,
Boom.
New Zealand, United Kingdom.
Okay, they're on the top 10 on it. That's all good.
No, but per
Dude,
capita.
go
as in
type
per
in per
person.
capita. Chin.
Yeah,
We did.
Either way, I'm sure
I
they're
mean-
doing well.
yeah.
I'm super suspect about it, but
I
that's
am
why I
too.
want to Google it before.
Well, but Brian likes to do this. He speaks
Per
with such
capita.
confidence and conviction that you believe whatever he says.
No, I was told by Thaddeus Russell, who is a historian. So he said per capita.
It's so funny. I'm
amazed.
also an historian.
You are. You certainly are.
you walk the walk.
As far as history is concerned.
So now what? Now what? You're done with this? You get the movie?
I'm going to do press. I'm going to do a bunch of press for Wheelman, the Conan, and Today Show stuff.
And then you have some
I go to
downtime?
Israel, and then I do a movie. Me and Andy Garcia doing a movie
He's
up in
great.
Toronto. And then I go and do another movie in Cincinnati with James Badge Dale and Jamie Bell.
But Bubba,
a
doesn't
really great movie called Donnybrook, based on a book.
Oh, cool. About fighting, right?
Yeah, about fighting. Yeah.
Donnybrook's great.
And I play a guy named Chainsaw Angus, which is the baddest guy in the whole.
a great name.
Yeah, it's cool.
what is the? How do you see our business changing? It's already changing in a crazy way with Netflix. But like, what's going to happen to the average actor in 10 years? And what's going to happen to the business? What do you see changing? The biggest change?
I mean, I think the business is expanding as far as actors are concerned.
More
I mean,
more
there's-
opportunity.
yeah, of course, you know these disruptors, these Netflix of the world,
Hulu, Netflix.
Because what's it say about
Amazon,
movie stars?
Yeah.
Right? People who
Facebook.
can open a movie, right? Watch, yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Really?
Nope, it doesn't.
So
It's less and less,
Less and less.
less and less. You know, you got a few guys hanging on to it. The guys who were big in the '90s and
They're trying.
but it's less and less about that. It's really, it really is.
So it's becoming more and more about the actual.
It's about listen.
content.
You have educated consumers. You have people who know what's good and know what's not good. Make something good, people will find it. You know, and
Let's
that's,
give them access to it.
yeah. Or
Make
you
sure it's
do, or you
available
do
easy.
books. You do movies based on comic books like Marvel. You know,
That's
they
what's
can do
killing
that
it.
forever. But
Are you still helping out with Chris Van Hooven
Chris
with
Van
boxing?
Houten, yeah, he's got
Yeah.
a fight November 10th here in
You guys
LA.
finally got him a goddamn fight.
A good fight.
Jeez,
He's
poor guy.
the main card on TV, CBS. I
CBS
think-
Sports.
Yeah, November 10th.
Good for him.
Don't ask me who he's fighting. I forgot.
He wanted to fight Horn, but
Horn doesn't want to fight anybody.
He wants to wait for Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen again.
You don't think so?
I do not think so.
what was your take on the Triple G?
I was there.
Canelo? Oh, you were there.
Yeah, I took my son. You know, it's funny. I think I know.
You and I haven't spoke about this.
No,
I never see you boxing when you're always at. Are you at
I'm at Wild Card. Yeah,
West?
yeah. When you watch a fight live and then you watch a fight on TV, it's like watching two different fights.
It's even in person. It's
that?
hard to score a fight
is.
if you're sitting there in person.
I have to tell you,
tough
in
to see.
person, Canelo to me fought a really amazing fight. He was defensively amazing. He did lay back a little in the middle rounds.
Took rounds off, yeah.
He took rounds off,
Which he does.
But he fought defensively. He was amazing.
Amazing,
He
yeah.
put combinations together. I mean, 3, 4, 5, 6 punch combinations where Triple G was missing like 8, 9 punches in a row.
For sure.
Triple G was always coming forward, which is what he does. Always the aggressor. And but you know what? Triple G's got the 4 belts. Do you take those 4 belts away from Triple G because maybe Canelo fought a smarter defensive fight? You don't. I mean, it doesn't happen that way. You got.
He didn't win the fight. Yeah.
You know,
I've heard arguments
that
for both.
118, 110 round. That killed the whole thing.
That fucked the whole vibe up.
Fucked up the whole fight.
She destroyed, and even Oscar De La Hoya was like, Jesus Christ, and that's his boy. He's like, hey, lady, if you're gonna skimp, we paid you under the table. Don't fuck us like that.
Yeah,
at least
that's
make it a little closer.
118,
This is way too
110.
obvious.
I mean, come on.
And she was supposed to judge this weekend's UFC, and they took her off.
Yep.
Good.
Yeah, she's been suspended.
They're
for a little
talking
bit.
about getting her just totally
her out of
revoking
there.
her
She
license.
trains. She's like one of the people you got to see to train as a judge. She's like one of the head teachers to train people to judge.
There's a fall from grace.
Yeah, not good.
She sucks.
Not
Yeah.
good. But it sounds like that rematch is next, which I'm surprised it's
Yeah.
immediate rematch.
What do you
but
think about Lomachenko and Rigondeaux?
It's a great fucking fight.
I think Lomachenko loses.
How
You do?
How dare you, Frank? How
I know. I love him.
dare you?
He's one of my
He's
favorite
the best
fighters.
in the world.
Rigondeaux can moves like I've never seen. Like I was watching the highlights.
Maybe more talent.
However, wait. When you see him fight, but when you see him fight, he tends sometimes he can
Lomachenko
be
does
really
the same thing.
But he can
over-
be very,
bro.
he can be very, very conservative too, though. Rigondeaux sometimes, like his last fight.
Lomachenko has been pushed. You haven't even seen his tools, really. He's messing with these.
I went to
dudes.
watch his fight too. I was at
How
his
great
fight.
is he? How fun is he to watch?
He's there, he's there, he's there, he's there. And then he's kind of waiting for you to turn around. Like, that's how fast he gets there.
It's so cool, man.
It's amazing.
It's a great fight.
He's a special athlete.
And you think that is Rigondeaux? Who's the bigger man naturally?
Rigondeaux.
for sure.
Rigondeaux is
Yeah.
bigger.
Yeah.
So he's tiny.
Little.
Boxing's in a great place right now, man.
Boxing is in a great place. It really
In
is.
a long time,
You got
there's
some heavyweights up there.
got some heavyweights.
Doing damage.
With I was just out there with Deontay Wilder, and he's fighting that Luis Ortiz,
Yeah.
and Ortiz tested positive, but it sounds like, and they'll announce it today for sure, that the fight's going to be back on. Even though he tests positive, Wilder's like, I'll still fight him. I don't care. I'm still going to fight him. So it looks like they might figure some out where the fight's still on.
Where does
November
this
4th.
go with the drugs? I mean,
It never stops.
It doesn't stop.
I think you could test really any heavyweight in the world. And I think you're gonna.
They get better and better. Really?
I'm not saying all of them are doing it, but a huge percentage. It's like.
And what are they doing? Are they doing tests? I mean, what are they doing? I mean, these guys aren't stacking Diana Ball and Deca.
You can't. It's so old school. you
Right.
know?
So what are they doing?
I think they have doctors that are always coming up with different things in labs. I mean, who was that one guy?
In the boxing culture, though, they're not really. It's not like that. You talk to these guys, like you're not at that level where like.
Yeah.
You know, when you go around those gyms, I don't speak out of turn. Those guys aren't good. They're not linking up with the best doctor minds.
No,
in the
but I can
world.
see who's on drugs. I mean,
You can tell
you could look
usually.
at their bodies.
Yeah.
There's a level of
But it's part of professional sports. As you know, I made this comparison yesterday on my show. It's PEDs and professional sports is the same as professional sports and foam fingers.
Right.
It's like they go hand in hand. It's part of the gig. It's foam fingers.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
If you see a foam finger, it's the same thing as seeing a guy in PEDs.
Yeah, you're right,
You can
man.
bet your ass you see a foam finger, and bet your ass you see someone in PEDs.
Yes.
Every Sunday, every Monday night in football, every fight night. Friday night, Saturday. So I promise you, someone on that card has some illegal shit run through their system.
someone, a lot of them. I mean, I was watching last night. HBO's got that special this season. It's with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, A Football Life.
Hard Knocks. I love Hard Knocks.
It's great. Great
the
series.
fucking
Great.
best.
I don't know who makes it, but it's a great series.
Yeah. the best.
I'm looking at these kids, and and some of these guys are just. There's no way they have not taken drugs. There's just no way.
I was watching last night the 30 for 30 on Tommy Morrison. You guys remember Tommy Morrison?
sure.
He got
I train with
AIDS.
his son.
Oh, there you go.
Justin Fortune trains his son.
Oh, really?
Justin Fortune was Tommy Morrison's sparring partner.
Oh, really?
Now trains his son.
And
Is his son heavyweight?
Yeah.
I was watching Tommy Morrison. They're showing his body back in the day. I was like, what the fuck?
Crazy.
Bring him up, Chin. Tommy
Yeah.
Morrison.
Just a big, beautiful blonde
from
man.
Oklahoma, but
it was in Rocky.
But which is what gave him his break. But also, like you look at the heyday of heavyweights back then with Evander Holyfield, Mike Tyson.
You mean Evander Holyfield, who trained with Lee Haney?
Lennox Lewis?
He did?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
look at Lee.
Holyfield could have won probably Mr. Olympia back then.
Lee Haney, the greatest body of all time.
Yeah, he
Look,
did.
look at right there. Look at that photo.
How is Tommy
Scroll-
Morrison now? Because he has AIDS.
He's dead.
Oh, he did. That's right.
Go back, Jen. There's a picture of him where his luscious locks scroll down. I'm sure they got.
at the
There's
muscles.
his son up there.
How's his son doing in boxing? I mean, go to I guess this one, Chin.
Is that him?
Yeah.
Sure is.
Wow, man.
That's not. That's just from boxing.
No.
But I was looking at his body and I was like, Jesus, what an animal!
Yeah.
What a beautiful looking
Yeah,
man
stud.
with
Yeah,
that
stud.
fucking
Great left
mullet
hook.
from Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
Got his jump on Rocky V, but it's just.
Yeah.
You go back and watch those heavyweights back then. It's like God, that
He
was
had-
the era of freaking.
He got himself tits.
the
huh?
Wild
He gave
West.
himself fake
Yeah.
tits.
You know why? I'll tell you why.
That was
that
the Wild
happens.
West back
because
then.
these guys take testosterone and testosterone-based drugs, and they don't take estrogen.
They go hand in
Inhibitors.
hand.
They don't take inhibitors.
You have to take.
They go
estrogen
hand in hand
inhibitors.
because as your testosterone goes up,
Your
your body
estrogen
goes,
goes.
oh, let's release more estrogen because we, you know.
So he got tits.
and then you
in
get
other words?
moody and yeah.
Oh
so-
wow!
So he had to get implants.
The guy he's fighting could definitely go all 12 rounds on the left there. He is shredded.
Those are stretch marks on his belly.
Damn, that looks so weird to me.
The guy looks like he's an awesome boss.
Look at that
every day
belt.
of the week.
There
Wyoming
is stretch marks
champion.
on. I thought you were joking.
Are those implants?
Yeah, he got implants. Very weird.
It does look like his tits there.
Yeah,
now,
he
he
got
passed away
implants.
Cancer.
from AIDS, huh? Cancer or AIDS?
I think cancer from the AIDS.
Yeah,
You know what? I'm never right though, so who knows?
never. Right.
It's always bro science.
Yeah,
He had a tough time with drugs, I guess, for a while.
haven't we all?
One way or another.
Anyway,
But yeah, you look back then and just the heyday of, they call it the golden age of heavyweights. Heavyweights right now is amazing, but you look back then, you look at all their bodies, it's like,
yeah.
my God. everyone
Although
was
you could say the same thing
jacked.
about Anthony Joshua, you could say the same thing about
Anthony
Deontay
Joshua,
Wilder. They have
I
their
think, is
bodies.
a freak of nature. I mean, I've never seen anybody that big, that proportionate.
Might be the best
He looks
looking man
great.
in sports ever. By the way, it was just from a
He looks
specimen.
great.
So you're just like,
Right?
what? How tall is he?
6'5"?
I think maybe taller.
Might be 6'6", 6'5",
Right,
6'6".
6'6", and
Beautiful man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Deontay is 6'7".
6'7", yeah.
6'7".
But Deontay, he wanted to play receiver or basketball, so he's super athletic.
Yeah.
But Anthony Joshua's just like thick, but not like weird thick, like proportionate. Just
Right.
like, he looks like an action figure when you buy.
He looks like,
everything's proportionate.
reminds
Like,
me-
oh, wow.
Remember the first time you saw Carl Weathers in Rocky? I was like,
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck?
What is
Dude,
that?
I saw him at a coffee shop last week. He's
By the way,
jacked.
yes, he is.
He's huge.
He played pro football.
yeah.
Yes,
I
he
know
is.
him. I worked with him.
Dude, he's
He's a director, yeah.
huge.
Yeah.
He was at Groundworks, and I wanted to give him the
What is that?
fucking-
HGH
straight
and
up athlete.
testosterone?
I don't know what the fuck.
You know
he's
what,
on.
man? They say this. I met a guy. I was in fucking Bermuda or somewhere, and I met a guy from Trinidad who was working on like boats. Like he was just. And I, you know me, when I
Sinewy,
see
sinewy.
No. I looked at him and I went. I just looked at him and I went. That is he looked so big and feet out and strong, and he was 40. And I said, "What do you do?" And he said, "Excuse me." I said, "You're so big and strong. Were you a professional athlete?" He goes, "No, man. I'm just from Trinidad. My whole family's
yeah,
like this.
yeah.
I'm
That's
just
how
working."
Senegal-
And
go to
then
Senegal.
Sometimes sometimes people just have a genetic makeup.
That's
where they're
it.
an
They got the
avatar.
gene. You go to Senegal.
You
That's
know.
what they look like. People from
I would
Avatar.
imagine LeBron James would look pretty spectacular regardless, right? I mean, if he lifted weights and ran, you'd be like,
I just had my blood work done not too long ago, and the doctor said, "You have no testosterone." And I said, "Well, I shouldn't have testosterone. So I've been an athlete my
Seriously?
whole
Did
life."
he say you had low?
Yeah, like 7. It's
That
like
makes no
7.
sense.
Yeah. He said, "You're just."
does, though. How old are you?
He goes 52. He goes, "You're just running on pure grit and discipline. That's what you're running on." I said, "But you show me a guy my age who's got testosterone, and it's just."
I feel like I have, but you still get your.
You
dick
don't want to
hard.
do. You wouldn't do testosterone replacement because they say the number one thing where guys start to have depression and issues and energy, and it's correlated 100% to low testosterone.
I can't wait till that happens to me. I can't wait.
You
I'm
wouldn't
doing it.
do TRT, Frank?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
I'll
If
fucking
you do it,
in a
I'll
minute.
do it.
100%.
Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm
When?
gonna do it.
Who, do you have a doctor? Let's go.
I
Let's
have
get
the
fucking
best
shredded.
doctor. He's a sports doctor. It's a sports enhancement.
Dude, I'm going to get so
Yeah.
fucking big and I'm going to start
Yeah.
fighting.
Oh no, you know why? Because I train. I obviously don't train like you. You're a professional athlete, but I train hard. I train hard,
100%. You're
right?
doing more than I am. Usually.
And
not anymore because you're a trader, but whatever.
but I now recovery for me is harder and harder and harder.
You also don't sleep, Bub.
I don't sleep, but
You wake up at
which is
5.
fine. I think I have the gene where you don't really need to sleep. I rest, but I don't sleep a lot. But he said what he said to me is, let me tell you something, because I've never done drugs. He said, if I give you what would be a minimum of testosterone,
Yeah, if you just
treatment,"
get to average.
he said,
average
you'll
male.
call me in 6 weeks and you'll say, "Oh my God, how did I wait so long to do this?" He said,
Really?
"At your age, you're crazy
Yeah.
not to do that."
Who said
I
this? Your
agree.
doctor?
Doctor. Yeah.
I'm all over
I
this
agree.
shit then.
Yeah.
Because I'm starting.
And then I said to him, "Tell me about HGH." He goes, "Nope, you don't need HGH." I'm like, I would never give
I'm
you
afraid of
HGH is a tricky one.
Yeah.
Testosterone though, I mean,
I feel like
I'm gonna
HGH
take it
would,
on
like,
50.
if you have any kind of a
I need to
tumor.
get checked. I got checked out. Mine wasn't. I mean, mine was lower, but not. Not nothing.
Yeah,
Definitely lower.
You know what he did tell me? My HDL, which is the good cholesterol. He said he's never in his career, he's been doing this 25 years, seen anybody whose HDL was as high as mine.
You have good genetics, though, Frank.
That's what he said. He
the
goes,
thing
"You got
going
that
for you.
that
You have
Guinea
great
Italian thing."
Yeah.
you hit the woman on the head and take her and then kill and eat
what
it.
you do.
And that's
Yeah.
yeah.
No,
mean,
you got. I
don't have good
I can't believe you have low testosterone. I never met anybody more intense.
I don't have low. I have no. It's a big difference.
If you
make
take
sense.
TRT, your hair is going to run into your eyebrow. You're like me.
Yeah.
You're like, we have the same problem.
He said, I said, well, don't you go bald if you take testosterone? He goes, no, here's the deal. First of all, you're never going bald. He goes, if you have the propensity for the gene for male pattern
like
baldness,
I do.
it enhances
Brian,
it.
you take TRT?
No, because I'm taking Propecia, motherfucker, too.
No, it doesn't work.
Don't
it overpowers that.
No, don't say that, dude.
Go
Because I
start jumping
can't
on
wait.
Frank's train.
I can't wait to get on testosterone
So I'm gonna do it.
now. You are?
Yeah.
You should.
Under a doctor's
I'm afraid because I
should.
feel good right now. What I got to go to get it checked.
You have to have your blood checked and they'll tell you if you need it.
Yeah,
'Cause I don't have-
you need it. You definitely.
I do?
Any man.
They say over
has-
50. They say at
But my
30
cock
your
could cut a
testosterone.
diamond, especially right now. I'm so hard looking.
They say at 30 your testosterone starts to drop.
Don't
Let alone
laugh
if you
at
played sports and stuff.
I don't know, dude. My fucking.
I feel like we need a juice chin up.
We got to juice chin the
Chin,
fuck up.
we need to
Chin,
get that dick active.
You're getting
and we gotta,
on-
I
yeah.
want chin on.
He's a little
No, fuck
soft.
TRT. You right? I want chin on a Deca, Winstrol. I want chin just
Anavar.
Fuck it. Yes.
Right?
I want to take you to Gold's Gym, just hang around for a little bit. Someone's gonna approach you.
So you get it with a doctor. He brings your levels up.
Yeah,
And what do you do? Shoot it in your ass?
once a week.
I'll do that shit.
You're not doing
I'm
it.
psyched, dude. I'm gonna be fucking huge. Oh, fucking
It's not Deca.
I'm already pumped right now. I'm already producing testosterone. I worked out this morning with your wife.
You worked out my life?
Sure did. Your wife.
Are you
and,
making
no,
a joke?
being dead serious.
Oh, I was like,
I took Deanna's place. So I worked out with my wife and your wife, and I was in the middle doing planks and stuff. And then after that, like this.
hey, where did you work out at?
Something. There's a place called Trio, which is right on Ocean, close to where I live, basically.
So you
Well, I
and
strolled
you and two
over.
moms.
I
did this
worked out
workout.
with a couple moms, couple 1-2 moms, and
And you're just at Wild Card West all the time.
No, today I was training at Fortune.
Oh, I fucking love Justin.
Yeah.
He's doing well.
Yeah, he's doing
Tell him I
great.
said
Just
what's
had
up,
2
man.
babies.
Tell him I said what's up.
Yeah, I will.
He's the best.
He's a good boy.
how old is Justin?
He's 50.
Okay,
Just had twins. He had a boy and a girl.
that guy I met
He
at your
was-
place.
he was
Almost dead.
He was almost dead because of cancer, but he looks great now. But he was in Manny's corner in Australia
He's always in Manny's. He's Manny's
Yeah.
conditioning guide.
for a while. He went away from Manny,
And Manny
he came
wasn't doing
back.
so well.
Manny didn't do well.
That's
Yeah.
right.
So he had what kind of cancer? He had throat cancer.
He had like stage
Bad,
4
bad.
throat cancer. They had to take his arm off to put it on. And he's one of my favorite people in the world.
Maybe
He's
the
a fucking
toughest guy I know?
Maybe the toughest guy.
Top 2?
Fought Lennox. He's 5'8". Fought Lennox Lewis.
Maybe 5'8".
Yeah, maybe. He's got a hand like this. One of the toughest guys I know. A week after he got out of the hospital, chemotherapy, the whole thing. I mean, couldn't talk, nothing. He's on the treadmill.
Yeah, mate, he's top 2 toughest people in the world I've ever met.
Yeah,
Where I'm like, oh god, like you want him in your foxhole.
Oh.
Like if there's an arm,
I heard he's macho,
Like-
like real kind of. Yeah.
He's the you know
he
what?
would sit you in the corner, make you face the wall. Like he would. You're not.
Last week,
This ain't for.
Last week he's training.
He scares
somebody.
me.
He's in the ring with somebody. He's got his gloves on and headgear, and there's a big guy he's training, and so the guy wants to do a little light work, and so Justin says to him, "Listen, this is light work. Don't get carried away with yourself, right?" So the guy smacks him,
Smacks Justin.
punches him right with a right cross, hits Justin. Justin, boom,
Left
to
hook.
the butt, to the liver. This guy's like 6'4". For a second, he looked at Justin, and then he crumbled to the mat.
When his
To the
liver came
canvas.
back down.
He came down, and Justin said to him, "Oi, mate, I fucking told you, go easy."
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude, he's just like we're cut from a different cloth. Like
Yeah.
he's such a guy's guy. I told you when I was training with him before I was going to fight LeVar Johnson. We're hitting mitts. I'm training with him like 4 times a week. I was scared to say anything. I had like this horrible cut on my foot. But he's like, "You good?" I'm like, "Mm-hmm." Just because he's so goddamn tough.
He's tough.
And then he goes, "So what's the game plan with this guy?" He's just a big puncher. He has no grappling, so probably just gonna take him down, choke him out, take him over and over. And then if there's a knockout late, I'll do it. He goes, "So you're planning on doing that gay jiu-jitsu shit?" I went, "Well, well, yeah, I guess." He goes, "Then I won't be there."
right.
That's all.
Right.
All right. All right, cool,
Oh,
man.
geez.
Yeah,
He's just like the toughest guy in the world.
I did Preston and Steve, in Philadelphia, number
I'm
one
gonna go see
radio
them this
show,
week.
great guys. And they go, you and Grillo, man, I just feel like you guys are such man's men, such guys. And it's so rare in Hollywood. And I go, I don't think I'm a guy's guy. I don't know who you've been hanging around, but like, I don't put myself in your category. I was like, I don't. They were like talking about how macho I am, what a guy's guy. I was like, I'm just not. I don't know where
Frank's
this rumor
macho.
came
Like,
out.
what I tell you when people are talking about tough guys in Hollywood, I'm like,
Frank.
well,
Frank's
no.
legit.
And then and I said, no, Frank. Yeah,
Well, Frank
I'll
will punch
give
you in
him
the
that.
face.
And then you go and travel around the world
with guys who do it for a living.
And you, like I said, you see these guys sparring with 4-ounce gloves and no headgear, and they're sparring as if they're in a fight.
as if Dana White's there and is like, hey, we're gonna give you a contract.
Dude,
Yeah,
I've never seen
it's a
any.
culture. It's like, but that's the way, and they're still that's like, that shoot box, that Brazilian top team.
right.
They just never adapt from that. A lot of them still struggle with it,
Right.
which isn't good.
Yeah.
but they instill this kind of toughness in them. Jackson's was like that for a while.
Jackson's-
Our gym in Denver was like
Yeah.
that for a while.
It's funny you
saw
say
the toughest guys in the world.
I spent the afternoon at Brazilian top team. I was there with them for a few hours, and
where Nogueira came from. I mean, you're talking
Nogueira was supposed to come down. He didn't come down, but I was with Bustamante and those guys.
Legends.
Legends, man, and bad men. I mean, tough dudes. Yeah.
tough. Yeah, just different. You realize you're like, oh, I'm not like them.
Nope.
You're like, when you're around certain people, like,
Hey, Brennan.
oh, I'm not like
Brennan.
them.
You are.
You are.
I'm not them.
Yeah, you are.
I'm not them.
You are.
I'm telling you.
I know
I'm
you don't
not.
want to be.
No,
and
no,
I love
no.
you for it so much. But don't get it twisted. Look at me in the face right now, motherfucker. You are.
I'm not willing to do what they're willing
and by
to
the
do.
way, and by
I'm
the
not.
way, yeah, yeah, you are. And one more thing, you beat those guys. So
Right.
please be quiet.
No, it's different. Though.
I love
I'm telling
you.
It is a
I-
different
I love
culture.
him
It's a
because
different culture.
because he has an artist's heart and he has that sensibility.
But he also
you're
has
also a killer.
an elite athlete's.
He also
yeah.
I've seen, he fought the best in the world.
Yeah.
and beat a lot.
Yeah,
of them.
but it's just different.
and trained with a
man.
lot of those guys.
I know what you
I don't know
mean.
how to describe it. It's just
I know what you
like
mean.
something like when I meet Crone or if I'm around Hickson, like I'm just like
Yeah.
I don't know. Like these guys are like pure warriors.
Your jiu-jitsu's world
But
class.
it's different because they're outliers in the sense that these guys are born into this culture.
But it's also all they care about and all they
All
want
they
to
care
do.
about, that's right.
When I'm like, oh, let's talk about
Yeah,
the
let's go
Brazilian art, or let's
Right,
talk
right,
about
right.
surfing or
Right,
chicks or
right.
food, or like let's go talk about what like
No.
what
You did
let's
it-
talk about
yeah.
darts, chokes, and geese. I'm like,
Right.
oh, all right.
That's true. You didn't like being around the fight, like the
macho,
You didn't
just
like
like-
that. That's not your thing. But you're killer.
I can't take that either.
But you're a killer.
Even like I have friends we all do that are in special forces or SEALs and this and that, and it's
intense.
amazing to be around them because they're the true warriors and fearless and
It's good to check that world.
yeah. But
I don't want to live in that world.
No,
Yeah.
I shut down in that world.
yeah, me too. It's a different animal.
It's and it has nothing to do with Chuck Liddell. I love Chuck Liddell, but like we're out the Comedy Store. Brian and I had sets, and Rogan's there, and Russell Peters and Chris D'Elia, and then Chuck Liddell comes in the back, and then it's this fight culture. And I'm out.
You run away.
I went.
He
I'm
runs away
out.
from any fight situation.
I'm out, and I just went in the back. And me and Rogan shot the shit with D'Elia, talking about I don't know dicks or something.
It's fun to watch. He's so happy in that environment. Like to watch you now because you've been doing stand up so much,
Killing
to
it.
watch him,
Fucking killing it.
dude. He's killing it, and he's around like the people he really wants to be around, like
Right.
artists and comics.
Right. Well, he
fucking
was
loves
around
it.
the other
It's
thing.
creative. Like it's so
man.
creative though, and the way they're talking.
And you know what
and
else
it's
it
like-
is? It's
Yeah.
There's also no egos.
no ego. Well, there
no-
are, but it's different.
It's different. There's
different.
no like. It's not a pissing
It's not a
contest.
macho ego.
No, it's not. It's
You know?
different.
I guess when you're
It's
fighting,
it's almost like who can outwit the other
Also,
one. It's a show.
you are a guy who could not be more confident with his physical self, right? So when you're a guy who's, you don't walk through the world with any fear of other men, right?
No.
You get a lot of these other guys that they're doing comedy, say, for a specific reason, and a lot of them are insecure.
100%.
And a lot of them are afraid and are afraid of being afraid, and you don't have that vibe.
Yeah.
That's not you. You
Yeah.
know.
I mean, that's funny because when we were watching those Senegalese guys, as big as they are, I'll throw my boy in there right now.
in a heartbeat.
Right now, I'll throw you in there.
I'll
throw you in
Black
there
guy,
right now.
The biggest hamstrings I've ever seen.
Oh, they're giants.
It was so
No, they're
big.
giants. But you've taken those guys, and I've seen you
It
beat those
depends
guys
what
up.
it depends what it is.
Yeah, I'll put you
When
in.
you put me in their environment, I get that long flight.
I got
the
you.
food's weird.
I got you.
I get Frank tell me what to do.
I got you.
I'm all stressed
And
out.
I got my money on you. And you know what I do? I go, hey, listen, you got you. bull the
Bull
fuck
up,
up.
put on that
I slap your
whatever
mouth
the
a
fuck
couple
they're-
times.
whatever they're wearing.
I cinch up your fucking
Do
girdle.
I get the chocolate African droplets hanging with their tits out behind?
I pierce both your nipples, and you go, and
One
then
through the nose?
Yep. And then I fucking slap you up a little bit, and I throw you out there, and you do just fine.
I
Although
want to see if we can see
some of those guys are.
I don't know
they're
about
pretty
Czech
shredded.
Congo at the top left.
You
there.
got some big. Look at this size.
Okay,
That
look at this.
If I can get guillotines.
Look at this guy's quad.
Oh, they cock grab? Is that a cock grab?
there's some dick grabbing.
Can't-
By
I'm
the way, stuff your fucking loins because
That is
otherwise
like-
you're gonna look like a
that is
peewee
like-
around those guys.
Oh my
I feel like I have an advantage, though. Don't get me wrong, I do well in the cock department. But
Yeah.
according to these guys,
No, these guys
those
dwarf
big
you a
old
little bit.
panther tails
That's a
in the
problem.
front,
Yeah, that's a problem.
I'm grabbing.
You got to grab that panther tail and go to work.
If aliens came down and that's the first thing they saw, they go, "Oh, we're going back."
Yeah.
Fuck you guys.
Go up to where those guys are standing with the. Let me see. Yeah, wait no that or that. Let me get that. Now take a look. Take that in. I want you to look at the sway of the back.
Right.
And the way the back juts in and the ass juts the fuck out.
See, but that's why when we go, everyone's on PEDs. Well, then these guys aren't. These
No.
guys are on fucking. I don't know even what they eat out there.
Fish and rice, bro.
Fish and rice.
Like that's
Fish,
I hate
yeah,
to tell you, there's Americans
That's
that
the
are built
Biafra
like that
Coast.
too.
That's the
But
Biafra
there's also
Coast.
Americans built
sure.
like that.
It's called the Biafra Coast. It's called West African. It's just fast twitch, fucking
That is a beautiful man on
Yeah,
the
they're
right.
That is a
beautiful.
beautiful man.
They're beautiful human
and
beings.
the rump roast on the man on the left is crazy as
You're
well.
goddamn right. It's everybody.
And I
else-
got to
we're
tell
all-
you,
we're all
everywhere I
trying.
went in Senegal, they were there like that.
And the women,
6'4",
the women are
6'5".
beautiful too, right?
Beautiful.
Really?
Yeah, beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that's
And do
what,
they
that
then
right
do they
there.
like the white devil?
They like the white devil.
Really?
They're very tolerant, beautiful people.
You came back, and this is what Frank said. He came back from
should
Senegal,
get a
and he goes
timeshare.
like this. He goes, dude, I never want to hear another off-color joke about black people or
Yeah,
anything
yeah,
like
yeah,
again. He
yeah.
goes, I never want to hear the N-word. He goes, I don't want to hear it. He goes, I love those people.
I love them. I mean, and by the way,
Let's go down there and make
changes
some
your
super
perspective.
babies.
yeah, I mean, physically far superior to Europeans. Like, it's amazing to me that the little Portuguese with the one eyebrow came down somehow to Senegal.
They had gunpowder. They had gunpowder.
Iron and gunpowder.
Yeah, iron
and gunpowder. Yeah.
Iron gunpowder. But no, well, so they were doing this. That area is got the fastest, strongest people. in the
Oh
world.
my God! You know what they do though? All these guys now, a lot of them are looking into coming to fight, and they want to fight.
They want to, and like professionally, like mixed
Yeah,
martial arts. Because
yeah.
do they make money doing this out there?
No.
Nothing.
How
It's
about
just for
this?
sport.
How about this? So we follow these two guys, Lactumer and Modolo. They're like Elvis Presley and Bruce Lee combined in Senegal. They're so famous. So the night where they're supposed to fight, it's the second time in the stadium that they were going to fight in, 40,000 people stadium, right? They fill it up. The night before is a soccer game. There was a riot. It collapsed.
God damn.
10 people died.
Fuck.
So they canceled the fight. So my crew is going back October 29th to now shoot the fight so we could finish that.
Are you going or just your crew's
I
gonna
can't
go?
because I'm working, but
Yeah.
the crew will go. And
Damn.
Dude, I've
yeah.
seen a little piece of this Netflix thing, and it looks so good.
It is. It's.
You guys got to
cool.
see this. It's,
Dude,
what's
you
it called?
sold
What's
me.
it called?
Fight World.
So
Yeah.
Fight World's the first thing, and then Wheelman.
Wheelman comes out October
I've seen that
20th.
movie twice.
Yeah, it comes out October 20th.
One of the few movies I've seen where so much of it takes place in a car.
All of it. 98% of the
It's
movie.
crazy, and you're riveted.
It could have
You're
been.
like, what
it could
the
have
fuck
been
is going on here?
A massive failure. Epic.
But it wasn't.
It worked out.
Wheelman. I got to go to Senegal.
No,
and
you
start
won't see
training.
anything on. Yeah, Wheelman.
When I get
We
on,
got to go to Senegal, make some X-Men
Oh, yeah,
babies.
that's
well, I got to get on TRT, and then I'm going to go to Senegal.
Jesus, this is a guy who thinks. You drive fast, you think faster.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really good movie, and I'm not crazy about that fucking poster, and I'm not crazy about Drive Fast, Think Faster because it's not about that.
And by the way,
It's a suspenseful movie.
what do you think of my
and
hair?
a mystery.
I like it.
My hair.
I like the
Your
hair.
your hair makes me feel bad about myself.
Like
You know that, which is why we'll
How
never
old are you,
truly.
Frank?
Well, I'll always be a little jealous of you.
You're 52 and you're
Yeah.
50.
50. If there's one guy who looks better than I do,
It's
at my
it's
age.
it's so weird because there's no middle ground. It's like Kiki, Kiki,
Don't go up with your voice, bro. What is that?
Kiki.
Don't do that. You don't listen, man. I didn't come here to be.
Well, like if there's an ad for TRT,
Yeah.
this would before,
No.
after,
No, I worked out today with
before,
moms.
after.
I did core work
Frank's
with
all
moms.
glowing and full set of hair and vibrating.
You look, even though right now you look a little tired.
I just came from the gym. I'm in my work. I just
You didn't
worked
dress
out.
up, huh? Well, at least you didn't do what Sugar Shane Mosley did. He did our podcast in shorts, hand wraps.
Junior or senior?
Senior.
Senior shorts, hand wraps, no shirt for an hour and a half. No shirt.
I had
and
his hand wraps
boxing
on.
shoes. He used to Fox Sports. He showed up and I was like, oh, okay. It was great. I was like,
How great is he, though?
Yeah.
watch him spar.
Love his son, too. I work out with his son. His son trains in at the
Son just had a fight, didn't he?
Yeah.
In
Did he fight
Australia.
Brandon Lynch?
Yeah,
or-
yeah.
He lost.
Barely,
he's always
barely.
fun to watch.
Yeah,
though.
he's great. He's beautiful.
He's
kid.
a trainer at Boxing.
Yeah, yeah. Well, he did?
He was a trainer at Boxing for a little bit. I don't know if he's still there. I
No,
haven't
no,
seen
no.
him.
He's at Wild Card.
Is he
Yeah.
training?
I miss Boxenburn.
Yeah, man. What the fuck? I see your son still in there every now and then.
Does he?
Yeah.
He's been boxing like a maniac, that kid.
Getting thick.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
Jesus Christ.
Kids.
Did you guys move in your new house?
Yeah. Love it.
I love that house.
Can't afford it, but I love it.
Well, that's why you gotta keep coming out with fucking Wheelman.
Hey, dude,
2, 3, and 4.
you're the Ghost Warrior. Relax.
Wolf Warrior.
I mean, Wolf
God
Warrior.
damn it!
Maybe
Sorry,
Ghost
guys.
Warrior will be the second one.
Interview with the vampires.
Bro, what's your shirt? What's your awesome shoe say on the side there?
Talking about like Gucci's
Oh,
blind.
blind.
Are they Gucci's?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why would
You
you
got
got Gucci's?
some
ner-
sneaker
some
collection.
nerve is what
Yeah.
he's got.
Oh man.
Them bowling shoes.
You know what I did do though? My 9-year-old Rio is playing flag football with his school. He's on the team.
Love it.
And it's the first time one of my kids was on a sport where they wear cleats because my kids just never. So I got me and him. I took just him and I went. And I got the cleat. Remember when you got your first pair of
the
football
best.
cleats, and he wanted the socks, and
Yeah.
he wants the blueberry mouth guard.
Yeah.
I got him the gloves because he's a receiver.
The
He said,
best.
"You know, Daddy, the coach said I'm a threat." I said, "Okay, we
so
gotta get you."
fucking
He's
cute.
so cute, this kid. But it was
He's actually athletic.
What
He's
kind of-
really is.
What cleats did
Fast.
you get? They're
I got
so,
him Nikes.
They're so cool these days.
oh man,
They're way better than when I was
had
a kid.
black spot built cleats. They were called spot built. Pop up spot built.
Spot built. I had McGregor's, the molded McGregor's.
I remember those spot built.
But then they came out with some, like, you could, on East Bay, you could go through and they had the best cleats ever.
Bam, bam, bam.
You saw those all the
Black
time.
high tops right there. Those were my cleats.
They look like
high tops.
Sauconys.
Look at those things.
Spot built.
Back in 1860. when we
was
Damn,
gonna
Joe
say.
Namath signed
I was
those.
Yeah.
gonna say.
Yes, I
God
wore his
damn,
cleats.
Frank.
Look at those
They look
cleats.
pretty sweet, though.
They were
You know what?
sweet back
They
in
look
the
very
day.
similar to my shoe right now.
They sure as hell do.
That's a
That's
style.
where Gucci got the inspiration from.
That was
Wow.
my cleat. Yeah. Look at it. Screw-ons. Did you have screw-ons? You
Yeah.
didn't? Yeah.
Yeah.
Screw-ons. You're not allowed to do those. You're not allowed to
No,
use
yeah.
them.
That now they make them so light and
Yeah.
freaking the cleats.
Oh, those
are
things,
nuts.
those were like wearing fucking snowshoes.
Oh my god! If you type in freaking
Are those
Beckham's
leather- those are
cleats
leather
for the
soles.
Giants,
Beckham's?
what's his name? Yeah, I think Beckham.
Those are leather soles. Those cleats.
The Beckham Jr. cleats. Yeah, there you go. I mean, look at his new stuff is crazy.
Jesus. That's what my son got right there. Look. This right here.
The pink one?
Yeah. That's what they look like.
How cool are those?
Look cool.
Oh, man.
cleats
His are
they make-
yellow instead of
The new
pink.
cleats they make are insane.
Awesome.
Crazy, right?
I'm jealous of those. little
Careful, Brennan will
bastards.
will show up with them. He'll shave the cleats down. Those
Look
are
at
cool.
that.
Yeah, he does all.
I'm
custom
surprised you were
stuff.
allowed to wear those in the NFL.
Oh yeah, they do cool. I mean, Yeezy. You know, they make Yeezy cleats. They do Jordan cleats. They do.
Jesus.
It's crazy what they do now, man. All custom stuff.
All fashion. The
Getting
world
old.
is changing.
All
quick,
I got
brother.
to look forward to is testosterone treatments.
Me too.
looking
Me
out for you,
too. Dude, if you
gonna be
do them,
awesome.
I'm doing
Right?
it. And I'll be open about it. It's not going to be a secret.
I'm doing it already.
Yeah. Good man. Oh, you already are?
Package is coming.
Now you're going to shoot it in your ass?
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm afraid of needles.
No,
gonna
it
do
goes
it for you?
right.
Oh,
I'll
yeah?
do it myself.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I can
badass.
help you.
Just pinch your ass and stick it in.
Really?
You guys should meet
You're
every
brave.
Monday and do it together.
Hey, I'll be over in a second. Get on your tummy. You know the drill.
Yeesh.
And you just hear,
You got some current events, Jen? You got time for current events, Frank? Yeah,
Sure,
you're going.
man. I got nothing to do.
me neither. Well,
I got nothing to do. Yeah.
let's hang.
I might have to piss on my fat dick real quick, though.
Go for it.
pissed.
You should probably piss first, yeah.
Oh, okay. yeah,
we?
let me
Yeah.
pee real quick. We're back.
I'm eating a Starburst.
Were we off? We were off.
We're off.
Yeah, we were off.
What do you got for current event? So this, I know the first current event, Jay Schaub sent to me last night, and I was laughing pretty hard. Please
Should
bring
we
it up.
describe it or just play it?
No, just bring it up. So look, it says the title is "Runner's Ding Dong Comes Out of Marathon." Watch how long this dude runs with his cock out while the announcers are like,
First of all, how do you run? I can't.
no, wait till you see this. This is brand new. 2007. Look at this dick.
Come on! Oh my god! I mean, I don't get that.
Just it's so crazy. His ding dong.
He's a big time competitive runner.
He just
How do you not feel that?
Look at
He's
this
on steroids. He has no balls.
I guess. Look,
Wow.
Hey, what are they?
look at that.
What's the guy saying?
They're just trying to come up with any
It's in German or
concept.
something, so I don't know.
Look at it. I did not feel your dick,
Dude,
flopping about.
You know what? I can't watch it
Dude,
anymore.
tuck your dick in. Hold on. Tuck your dick in right now. Your baby bird is flapping hard. How do you...
I mean, his dick is out.
Dude,
He's in the zone, man.
oh my God.
That's runner's high. Oh, man. Hey, your dick is out.
Bro, what the fuck? Hey, man. Hold on. Yeah, tell him right now. Tell him right now.
Bro, your dick
Tell
is
him right now.
out.
Tell him right now.
Bro, your dick is out. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Put it back
What time
in.
is it?
Yeah, he fixed it. Hey, how about we go past the result? What the fuck?
Hey, man.
Jesus.
What's with your, you know?
Oh, man. The caption of Runner's Ding
my
Dong
God.
falls out.
Gang members raped man, doused him in gas during a home invasion.
So this one's a little weird.
Couple gay gang members.
I guess so.
Yeah, so these guys broke into someone's house.
The guy
All
in the
three of
middle looks
these.
like a dick.
So the guy in the middle is the one that did it too.
Yeah.
Always a white guy.
But of course
Yeah,
he
it's
Always
like
did.
a white guy.
47-year-old white guy. His
Yep.
last name is actually White.
The other guys are probably like, yeah, let's rob this guy. And the white guy in the middle goes, yeah, and fuck him. They're like, what?
He's
I
47.
guess.
47.
They didn't light him on fire. They just
No.
doused him?
So they didn't want to do that. But so they tied up the guys. One of the guys that they tied up actually said like he called him the F word, the bad gay word.
Yeah.
And then he was calling like you probably did this stuff in prison. That triggered that guy to get a metal pipe and rape him with the pipe.
Oh well, that's not gay.
No.
He was hurting him.
Oh, yeah.
And that they're
There's
from
so
a
many
gang called
fucking crazy people in this world, man.
They're from a gang called what?
Heartless Felons.
Well,
It's very weird.
and
Everything's
your
weird.
ringleader's that old guy that puts sticks up people's butts?
Yep.
47-year-old guy.
Who he could use a little testosterone.
Who's 47 in the gang? Yeah,
I
he
don't
could use some
know.
tests. His hair is not bad, though.
Yeah.
He's gonna do some. He's gonna
But
do
yeah. Those are the guys.
some time.
Guy in the middle's going to do some fucking.
I mean, just.
So
This
he
is
was
why
in
the
jail.
purge should be an annual holiday.
There you go. What else you got, Jen?
Let's see. Oh, so Dan Bilzerian. I'm sure you saw him like do that post on Snapchat or Instagram where he's like
Instagram.
running and he said, "I just saw someone get their head shot or whatever."
Yeah.
He kept running. Medal of Honor winner like blasted him online.
Why?
So this is what he
Of course
wrote.
you run away. What are you supposed to do?
This is what he wrote. He goes, "This is why children shouldn't classify heroes by their followers or their photos." Dan Bilzerian, this is what kills me about people like you. Always playing operator dress up and so on. And so tough when the cameras are on. A woman just got shot in the head and you're running away filming. That's not what operators do. Please stop trying to be someone you're not. People are dying. You're running away, not helping
Did he ever
them.
say he was an operator though?
He's a SEAL. He was a SEAL.
No, he didn't make it. He said
He went through buds.
He went through buds, but
buds
he didn't go
twice
all
or
the way
something.
through.
Went through buds twice.
Yeah,
Not
didn't-
all the way through.
Yeah, and he was very open about it. He
said he had
tried to
two
be
broken
a SEAL,
legs.
tried to be a SEAL, and also he, yeah. But I think that when somebody's machine gunning you, you run the fuck away.
Well,
because you
it's-
can't.
Some guys ran towards it.
Yeah.
One guy saved 20 people.
One black kid.
One black kid saved 20 people and got shot in the arm.
Yep.
Ah, what a badass.
A young kid.
A young kid. So
Stud.
I don't blame anybody for anything in those situations. I don't know. How
I
would
agree,
react.
but the only thing is with this Medal of Honor guy who has every right to call a guy out who's not. But if I'm in that situation, I can guarantee you guys, you will not see a post on Instagram running away going, "Holy fuck, man! Some girl just got shot in the fucking head."
Yeah.
Never. That's not my first.
Yes, I agree with you.
No, yeah, I mean, what is this Instagram?
The idea was like, yeah. I mean, getting how many hits can I get with this? You know, that's like a little.
So
bit
that's
of
why he
self-promotion.
blasted him online.
I get that.
I get it. He also, if anyone, listen, I don't have the right to blast damn Bilzerian, but this guy.
Guys, I don't
this
mean
guy
to get off
does.
Bilzerian because who cares about him? But I was under the impression Hugh Hefner died like last year,
Oh,
my
no.
gosh.
and then he died again.
No, he's fucking, he's killing it. They can't.
He's dead.
He's dead. Buried next to Marilyn Monroe. He
But I
paid,
thought he died already.
no, sir. He's been dicking girls down from
Been
the
taking him down.
even before he died.
That guy had some life, man.
Right?
Yes, he did.
He lived a nice, fresh
Yes, he
life.
did.
I mean, what a life.
He might have had lived in many ways the best life. I mean,
Maybe
I don't
being
know.
around three crazy bitches. Get you about a little crazy.
Also-
the fucking old guy.
also
and
they're
they're
also-
just
Yeah.
and you got to take all these dick pills to get it up.
Let me
satisfy
ask you a
them.
question.
You're exhausted.
What's better? What's better? Listening to three beautiful young chicks go, "Blah, blah, blah," or a fucking 90-year-old woman going,
I guess.
so, come on, man.
No, I think you're right. I think you're right.
It's a legit point.
It's a fucking very
It's a
legit point. He just decided to keep young girls around
He's
at all
like-
times.
Yeah, it's just a legit point.
Quincy Jones, when he was 64, there was this beautiful girl, and she was hanging around. I thought she was interested in me. And he looks at me, he goes, "Man, you bringing in reruns, motherfucker." I go, "What?" He goes, "I already been there. I'm trying to work over here, and you bringing this girl in. She's Channel 13, motherfucker. You bringing in reruns." And I was like, "Damn." And then he goes,
Reruns?
"Yeah, reruns. He's so awesome.
Quincy,
He's so awesome."
reruns?
And he goes like this. He goes, I said, "Well, like, how old is she?" He goes, 25, man. He goes, "Any girl
Hey,
over 30
let me
gives
ask you
me
a question.
worms." He
So-
goes-
so
he goes,
Quincy
"Any
Jones
girl over
talks-
30 gives me worms, motherfucker." I was like, "God, you're the coolest guy of all time."
Quincy
Sounds
Jones
like you were a
speaks like
cock
Fred
block.
Sanford and Sanford.
What
The fuck is that, you racist?
You know what? Damn, dog, you bringing reruns.
That's how he was talking.
You bringing reruns,
That's my
ninja?
Quincy Jones.
What else you got,
Icon.
Chin?
He's
Icon.
Awesome. He's awesome.
Icon.
I love him.
Teacher. So it says that she sexually assaulted a 11-year-old boy because she just wanted to make him happy. He had chronic depression. He complained about being sad all the time.
So was she fiddled with his willy? What'd
So
she do?
that's what she did. She
Trying to make
touched
him
him
happy.
outside the clothes.
Did
So
it
they
work?
fondled each other outside the clothes. No actual intercourse, and so she's sentenced to 5 years.
5 years. Well, it can't
he's
be
11,
molesting
dude.
kids.
Yeah.
He can't be
do
molesting
that.
kids.
That's not cool.
No.
If
I
he's
had
15,
sex with my
good for
babysitter
you.
when I was 12.
Did you?
Yep.
How old was the babysitter?
17.
That's hot as shit, though.
How did it go down? Did you approach her?
No.
Or, damn, she tried.
It was in my father's car.
What? She was driving you somewhere? Or
No.
You were in the car fucking around.
No, it was in the driveway, and we just got
That's
in the
when I
car.
think a double standard is completely acceptable. If it's a girl, if she's older and the guy's young. When I was that age, I wanted a fucking older woman so badly.
too.
I would have done.
No one ever
anything.
came around.
Oh, at 14,
I even
if my
gave out
teacher-
hints. I wore short
oh my
shorts.
God, if my teacher wanted to fuck me, I
I wore tank tops all the time.
Okay.
I'd constantly be like, "Oh, so hot in here." Am I right, Kathy?
I know, and you were like,
Nothing.
"Am I right, Mr. Peters?"
Am I right, Kathy? I'm restless. Nothing. Nothing.
Jeez, what is 5 years?
5 years.
I went to the Mexican female prison
did?
in Mexico City because they had a boxing program
Oh,
for
boy.
these women, and I got to tell you, I was afraid.
Really? Some
Not
tough
the best
stuff.
looking women.
No, there was some beautiful women.
Oh.
Yes.
Seriously? Wow.
Yes, seriously.
I mean, you're in the heart of Mexico. You can see some of the most beautiful women in
I want to
America.
go. I want to go to Mexico City. I've heard great things about Mexico.
amazing.
City. Great things.
I'd like to go too. I also
I hear it's
definitely want to go to Africa now. What else you got, Chin?
Yep.
All right. In Cleveland, rather.
What?
Is this? Okay, so in Indiana, a cop saw someone with a gun and a mask and he ended up shooting at him. But these guys are just filming a movie. So the video is right here.
Did they have a license?
Did they
The,
have-
the problem is they didn't tell anyone,
well,
business owners, that they were filming a movie. So,
Okay, well, yeah, of course you.
but check it out. So this is a body cam of the cop. And he's walking up to a brewery.
This is why, as
this
actors,
guy
we're
walks
never
out.
allowed to walk out.
Drop the gun now! Drop the gun! Drop the gun! Drop the gun!
We're doing a movie.
Excuse me? Step back! Step back! Step back!
We're doing a
What cop shot?
This guy.
Step back now!
That was him. He shot that first shot.
Warning shot.
Get down on the ground!
Hey, you got better get out here, man.
Hey, stay inside. Stay inside.
Well, someone said get out here.
I know. They're just.
You better get out here. Stay inside.
Cops have a hard job. That's a hard.
Hey, but
situation.
also don't film a movie.
Let me
like
tell you
that.
something. You discharge your weapon. Now it's a whole other ball of wax he's got to deal with.
Really?
Yep.
So
he shot it at the guy. What happened? He must have shot it with his head.
it was kind of. I guess it was a warning shot, but
Good
in
for
this
that cop.
instance, they actually said that nobody's in trouble because they didn't warn anyone. So, and the guy did have a gun in his hand, and I guess when he was
The cop's in the right.
Very,
here.
very.
If I'm the cop, I do the same shit.
Totally acceptable
He probably
reaction.
looked
by a
in his
cop.
direction.
Good cop.
Let
Good
me
cop.
tell you something. I, in everything I do, somehow have a gun in movies and
Yeah,
TV.
you constantly, Karen.
You don't. If I try to walk off the set, people are like, stop, don't move, don't take that
right.
gun. Don't,
Yeah, cop.
because,
I mean,
they shoot first.
Think if you're a cop and you see this kid with a gun and he goes, "No, it's a movie," but who knows?
please.
That's right.
He's lucky he was white.
Yep.
True. That's a whole other issue. That's another show.
You're right. It's not for
wait a
this.
minute.
What else you got, Chin?
Speaking of guns, there's a couple in Houston that was shooting
Yeah,
weapons
these
outside their
fuckers.
car. But
Ooh,
what's crazy
she is attractive.
exactly. That's why I thought that was so intriguing.
She's so hot.
My word, fire
She's a
away,
piece of
girl.
shit.
So they're
Why?
just
What'd you
shooting.
do?
Oh, they're shooting at houses. Watch.
They're just discharging their weapons outside of a car.
Watch this. Watch this piece of shit in houses in a residential neighborhood.
She shoots.
You'll hear it here.
Oh my god! Wait, she's just shooting up at the
Yep.
sky.
But I mean, it's not even super high. It's
Not
kind
the
of like
sky.
on an angle where it could hit someone.
Of course, it could hit someone because when the bullets go up, they go down.
Yeah.
She's a fucking moron and should go to jail.
So what
Well,
happened?
so
to
check
them?
her out, though. This is crazy.
Did they arrest her? at
They
least?
arrested both of them. But look at this girl. I was super surprised.
What did she do besides make horrible decisions in life?
I have no idea.
So hot.
So hot.
Well, let's not get carried away. Her face
Also,
is
could
pretty.
maybe be a guy.
I call that so hot.
Hey, did you saw some lady boys throwing down?
How about this? There's a famous ladyboy fighter, right, in Thailand, and what she does is after she pummels the shit out of you and beats
She
you,
fights other men.
she kisses you.
So it's a lady boy fighting another male.
Yeah. You could pop it up in Thailand.
Really?
Yeah, man.
What's her name?
I don't know her name.
Type in
What happens to-
lady
what
boy.
happens to-
fight.
Ladyboy kisses opponents.
What happens to-
Lady
what
boy
happens-
Muay Thai fight.
Yeah, in Thailand. Kisses opponents in Thailand.
I think it'll be in
that
Thailand.
work?
regardless.
No.
Oh, this is a little crazy.
On Big Brown Breakdown, what did you predict for the fight?
I predicted this lady boy is gonna fuck you up.
Kevin Lee or
No, probably not.
No.
if you have to put your money on it while we're looking.
Who?
Kevin Lee's fighting Tony Ferguson, which I'm looking forward to.
Such a tough fight.
It is, right?
Tough fight for Kevin.
Of course.
Very tough.
Anybody
fight.
who
How about George St. Pierre and Bisbee?
God, I'm just not interested in that.
Luke
fight.
Rockhold was so like he's never going to win the fight. I mean, he was like Luke Rockhold was
About
like
Bisbing or GSP?
about GSP because GSP is never going to come close to
Well,
winning
he's
a
doing
fight.
that because he wants to get the fight. For sure,
that's what it
figure
is.
the
All right,
angle out. You know what I'm saying? Like he's doing that because he wants that fight. It's not happening.
It ain't happening.
No
Why does George come out of retirement and fight him?
money. Because the paydays guys are getting now, he can get a huge lump sum of money.
He can?
Because the payday's higher, than what.
Bisping has gotten better, man.
Yeah, I think Bisbing says
There it is.
Bisbing says it's probably his last fight. Which one is it?
Muay Thai.
The top one.
Ladyboy Dangerous. Yeah.
Yeah,
Look at
that's
that.
not. That's a okay. That's a
That's a Ladyboy.
strong dude.
I did all this.
I
all
love
that
him. I
ceremony.
love Thailand. They'll fight each
So
other.
he fought out of the gym that we were at. The
guy
guy,
on the right?
this guy, yeah.
I
He's in my documentary.
She's cute.
I heard some.
Whoa.
I heard some of the lady boys are tricky out there. Like it's tough to tell.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
Beautiful.
some of them are.
Because the men have such like little features, so
it's hard to tell. And they're some are gorgeous.
Look at this. Wait, watch. So this kid in blue was at the camp that I was at.
She looks like a
They just
guy
stand
now.
right there.
Is it frowned upon to fuck the lady boys?
For my parents?
Not for your Italian parents in their culture. Like, is it like, yeah,
Dude, she kicks hard.
Yeah. Wait.
Oh, jeez.
oh fuck,
Wait. Look at that. Look at that.
God, it has to be embarrassing getting beat up by a ladyboy.
Well, I lost to a small person in high school when I wrestled.
You mean a dwarf or a midget?
Yeah.
I mean, I know that's not
Look at those
the right
elbows.
vernacular.
Oh!
Jesus.
Come on.
Oh,
And then she kisses you at the end?
Watch. Boom!
Ain't gonna
Those
get
are
a-
elbows, bro.
How about a concussion and a dick suck after
How
the
about
fight?
how about
How
watch
about
this?
some
Watch
CT
this.
and a
Watch
dick
this.
suck?
Elbow.
Good blocking though with that glove. Oh shit!
Look at him. He's unconscious on his feet.
Yeah, he has a huge head.
Yeah, and he was making
Oh
fun
my-
of her before the fight.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Holy fuck!
She's
you
just throwing
fucked up.
elbows.
And he is getting
pummeled. Look at how she knows the distance.
They just stand in each other.
Oh, he's all out of it.
That's a girl.
Oh, no.
You think?
I mean,
Yes.
that's a very that looks like a very athletic dude with a sports bra on. I'm sorry.
There's some
There's not a
feminine
whole lot of
qualities.
estrogen going on. Yeah. I love that. Thailand's so crazy open about all that.
He's done. Watch. This.
Oh,
Now watch. It's over.
He's getting fucking rocked.
This guy needs to get out
He's
of
out.
there.
That's tough.
This
looks
ladyboy
rough.
is beating the
Oh,
brakes
Jesus.
off this.
It's over. It's over. Right.
Yeah, you got to protect your fighter there. Come on.
I don't think they're too worried about
What's he
that.
doing?
He's
now?
in a coma right now.
He's trying to
Let
shake
me just
his
see.
brain
Let's see if
loose.
they wait long enough to see the kiss.
Oh, gee.
Those are good body shots, though.
Oh,
Oh,
ladyboy
Jesus.
kissed opponents. I wonder why.
I don't
Kissed
think
his
they
opponents
show
with
it.
elbows.
Yeah, why don't they show the kiss?
Oh, here it comes. Oh, okay, that's a
Nice.
pretty jack.
That's pretty cool. Oh, there you go. That's nice. At least they're.
It's a hug.
Are you gonna kiss him on the lips? I feel like that'd infuriate him, but he can't beat her up.
Wait,
She's
wait,
cute. I'd
let's see.
take a kiss from her. Who said that?
Come on.
Maybe in this particular
What
one she
happened? He took
doesn't.
second place and he gets
Yeah.
the trophy.
Sucker. Anyway,
All right. Anyway,
I killed the whole vibe.
No, I can see. I mean,
is that Jake Gyllenhaal?
fuck that guy
I
up.
like that actor. I've always liked Jake Gyllenhaal. You ever work
Good
with
guy.
him?
You got anything
Of
else,
course I
Jen?
Not much
I like
else.
him.
Those were good, man.
Cool. Thanks, dude.
Thank you, buddy.
Frank, appreciate you coming on, man. I know you're busy.
I'm really not. I have nothing going on. I'm just waiting for my
Oh,
testosterone
let's go
package.
eat something. Let's go eat something and
Waiting
talk
for
about
the test
testosterone.
package.
I got to pick my kid up from school.
Oh, great. There it is. And you got to go.
What
I got me
time?
at 2:30.
Fuck, this is the worst. All right, everybody.
Oh wait, maybe I can. I don't think I get my kid for a while.
All right, perfect.
Hold on.
Let's go eat at Justa.
Yes, wifey.
It's you and I go to Justa.
That place is delicious.
What is
They-
it?
They have
You buying?
The calamari there. They have the squid. Have you seen the squid?
Is it grilled? Because I don't eat fried.
It's
Because I'm
grilled.
paleo.
It's
Oh,
grilled.
God.
It's grilled, sir.
Can I eat better? Can I eat when I'm on testosterone? Does that affect the? burning?
It's going to help you burn more calories because you can actually cheat a little more. I think.
Will it make me harder?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it'll make you hard.
I don't mean that.
Yeah.
make
Oh
it
yeah.
Got Cialis for that.
You're gonna be rock.
By the way, one
You
good
have
thing
Cialis?
about
I don't take it. I don't need any of that shit.
Have you ever fucked with any?
you don't need it until you take it, and you're like, oh, that's a hard on.
Oh,
really.
Yes.
But how does it do? If I take it, let's say I took it this morning, am I just having
3
a
days.
raging boner right now?
If I touched your pants, you'd have a raging boner, but not you. You don't.
You have to be activated.
You should take it.
I mean, I wouldn't mind.
Sure you wouldn't. Either would I.
You just pop one pill, Frank, and it's just.
Your dick is all
Yeah.
kinds of rock hard. Because I always thought my dick was just sad because it bends, but that's the weight of the head.
Yeah,
I got
hear
a
ya.
doorknob for a
Yeah,
fucking
me too. Mine's
head.
like hanging
I got a
over.
doorknob head.
It's exhausting.
Yeah, he just bends.
I feel like the ligaments
he
are
bends.
gonna
He's
rip.
got a big old. He's got a hunch in the
Yeah,
middle.
me too. Mine has a hump.
I'm like, I guess it's hump day again.
something. You have this beautiful woman sitting here
We love MJ.
She knows that she signed up
MJ is
for.
a
with a
babe.
t-shirt dress on,
MJ is a babe.
and
MJ is.
MJ knows exactly what she signed up for.
She's not
She knows
lacking-
Callum's going to talk about
she's
hump
not
day.
lacking in the genetic area.
No, she's
No,
got.
she's
She's
gorgeous.
got. We had this conversation
I mean,
Monday.
the hair and the face and
No,
the
she's
teeth.
gorgeous.
and
She's a
Yeah.
beautiful
How do
girl.
you not? How is there no sexual harassment?
It's a problem. Well, I can't even look at her. I got to look the other way.
I mean,
We pretend she's a lady boy. That's
Yeah,
how
that's
we're
what it
doing
is. She's got a big
just-
dick.
she
Show
has
us your
a
dick.
fat dick.
She's got a big old dick. Yeah. There's no.
Guys, can we talk one quick second? I don't even know if this is still on. But
No, go ahead.
Rappaport. Is he crazy, that guy?
Yeah, he's going hard on the old Trump. I guess.
And then he went bad on
Connor.
I know, and then he went bad on who's the quarterback for Patriots?
Tom Brady.
Oh
Dude.
my God!
Well, what Rap is? He's the ultimate hype beast. Like
he's a
boy.
firebrand.
He's just a guy who he's gonna give you a hot take. They pay him to do that stuff, like World Star.
No.
Barstool Sports. You know, it's like that's what Rap does. He's a voice and he's a talking head, and he goes hard in the paint.
Yep.
He's crazy.
And he's New York through and through.
He's crazy.
New York through and through.
Oh,
Queens,
my God.
But Rap is
He's
like
great.
that when the camera's not on. I've seen
It's
Rap.
not an act. He's
no,
like,
I've
he's
seen him
literally
get in a
like
fight
that.
in a bar where he's like, "Get the fuck away from me!" But he's so volatile.
You should have seen it at the Mayweather McGregor fight. I had to tell him to shut up after the fight. He's doing I'm like, Rap,
that's legit. That's legit.
Shut
Rap.
the fuck up.
Rap
man.
is
Like,
legitimate.
you're literally around like people
who will kill you.
Yes, like shut the fuck up.
He's going bad on.
He's going crazy on just everything. I'm like,
love
dude,
it.
there's a time for it.
I mean,
and this
I've
is not
always
time.
loved him, and he's good friends with my buddy Jerry Dean.
He's hilarious
in New York, and
great.
he's just hysterical, bro.
He is.
When he went off on Tom Brady,
He has one tune. He has one. You know what I'm saying? He has one beat. It's just there's no chill in that guy.
It's great.
You go to Justo with him. He's fucking.
You know what he is though? I love about him is he's sincere. Like he's a fucking sincere guy.
right.
You know, he's just a good
crazy.
guy. Yeah.
keep him away from her. You guys validate?
Yeah. Yeah, we validate.
Not for Chinese stars.
Hey guys, come see me. Come see me, guys, in San Jose Improv on the 12th, 13th, and 14th of October this month, and then I'll be in Calgary at Yuck Yuck.
Oh my God, I was just there.
Hey, yeah, we had some great crowds. Calgary at Yuck Yucks, San Jose before that. This month, come see me. I'll be rocking and rolling.
Guys, come see me in Comic-Con New York Friday night. Screening.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be at Chicago on Tuesday. I'll be in Philadelphia Wednesday and Miami on Thursday.
Well, yeah, but where are you going to...
He's just living, man.
I'll
He's just living.
He's just around.
He's doing what you do.
All right.
Come see me in
He's just
Israel.
living, man.
I'll be in Tel Aviv week after next.
Yeah.
He's living, man.
Krav Maga?
Krav Maga.
Yeah. Tell them from me that Krav Maga is basically an amalgam of Muay Thai and a bunch of other shit.
I'll tell them from you.
Thanks. I'm jealous that you're going to Tel Aviv. I've always wanted to go to Israel. That's pretty cool.
Frank, we love you, man.
Love you, brother.
Frank?
This is the Fine Kid with Grillo. We're out.
Yeah, baby.